Getting you ready for game time. Join me, Sal from Behind the Arc Basketball, as I announce play-by-play. Make sure to smash the like and subscribe, because now we're about to go live. Entering the pregame, we now present Sal from Behind the Arc Basketball. And welcome in, everybody. The two best words in sports here coming up. Game 7, as we got one here tonight. All comes down to this one here with a Game 7 of the NBA Finals to close out the 2024-2025 NBA season. If you guys are new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe before I start off today. Once again, my apologies out there for the choppiness if we do have choppiness once again in the stream due to lag. It's been around like a week plus that we've had internet issues during this time at night, since there's like a house that's being constructed on my street and the utility company is down there working on the wires and stuff with the internet. So my apologies if we do have like choppiness throughout the stream, but it's looking like it's good to go right now. I actually ended up starting my stream like a couple minutes late because I couldn't get it off. It wouldn't let me hit go live until the internet connection got better. But what a series has been between these two teams. A series going to close out tonight here, and both of these teams looking for their first ever NBA title in franchise history. OKC yet to win a championship in Oklahoma City, but before they relocated to Oklahoma City back in 2008, they won a championship as the Seattle Supersonics all the way back in 1979. The top team in the NBA, going for just the third team in NBA history, if they do win tonight, to have at least 84 victories total, regular season and combined, in a single season for the Oklahoma City Thunder. That would go along with the 1995 and 96 Chicago Bulls and the 1996 and 97 Chicago Bulls, both played with Michael Jordan on those two teams, winning the championship and posting at least 84 victories in a single season on their championship run. The Indiana Pacers tonight are looking to be the second lowest seed ever in NBA history to win the championship for them. Lowest seed ever was back in 1995, the Houston Rockets. The Indiana Pacers, the 4 seed in this playoffs. What a run that they have had for Indiana. And they were tied in 1969 Boston Celtics as the second lowest seed ever as a 4 seed to win the NBA championship. This has been one incredible finals. Margin of victory is the smallest margin of victory ever in an NBA Finals series in the history of the NBA Finals. Average margin of victory is 6.9 points for the winner for margin of victory. These have been just incredible games. Going back to the start of this finals, Game 1 was sensational. The one that the Pacers won. Thunder took Game 2, 123 to 107. Pacers got up early in the series. They're up 2-1 as the Pacers won their first game at home in Game 3, 116 to 107. Thunder tied it up 111 to 104. And that was the one that was receiving a lot of criticism by Pacers fans out there, the Scott Foster game, as he officiated Game 4. He is not the official tonight for this game. for Scott Foster. We've been talking about the referees for quite a bit. I'll see if I can bring that up for the referees tonight for this game. But Scott Foster is not on the list tonight, so he was not assigned this game. There was some rumors on social media yesterday that he was assigned the game, but that is not true. It's James Capers, who's the crew chief tonight for this matchup for the Game 7. Josh Tiven, Shaw Wright, and the alternate is James Williams. So that's who they have for officials tonight for this game. And if you guys are new, keep on smashing the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe here. Anastasia, welcome in. Jazel, Ren, Jeff, Bradley, Paradise Lost in the stream. Welcome aboard, Beatty. Welcome in. Thanks for joining in, man. Yeah, last game of the season. One incredible season we've got here. I've got the Thunder. So since the start of the playoffs, my bracket was Thunder and Celtics. So Celtics didn't make it in, but Thunder, I've said it since the Celtics got eliminated that they're going to win the championship. Though, wouldn't shock me if this Pacers team does win as the 4 seed for them. Just so many scores that they got. But the Thunder have done it all season long. They're 19-2 following a loss. They've only lost back-to-back games twice for OKC. And they've got the best record this season, so all they have to do tonight is close it out. But this Pacers team, just so much scoring, so much balance, and what should be a fun game. Honestly, I think it could go either way. Haliburton's dealing with that strained calf that he suffered in Game 5, but still, he had a pretty solid game for him during the previous game. Didn't seem like he was hurting from that strained calf during the last matchup. What's good, Humphrey? Welcome in. Joe, thanks for joining in, man. DJ Echo Cat on the stream. Hot day indeed. Yeah, stay cool, stay hydrated this upcoming week. If you're from like the Northeast, even like Midwest, I know even like the Mid-Atlantic and Southeast is a gigantic heat wave in like the eastern half of the U.S. So yeah, if you're from the eastern half of the U.S., stay hydrated, stay cool, stay in the shade. Hopefully if you have to go outside, make sure to get some shade there and keep on being hydrated, because where I am, Tuesday, well, it was 95 degrees today. It's going to be like 90 tomorrow, but Tuesday, where I am, it's going to be 105 degrees where I am, and I'm from the coast, so I'm like 30 minutes away from the Atlantic Ocean out in Mass, and it's going to be 105 degrees where I am, so yeah, make sure to stay hydrated if you can, because some places are going to get like 110 degree plus temperatures, and those places are inlands with those areas with people not used to the warm weather and heat waves like that. LD in the street, welcome in. George, thanks for joining in. Things going pretty well for this one. Game 7, this is what it comes down to. I heard about that. Yeah, the Thunder painted their buses with an NBA Championship 2025 logo on them. And Rick Carlisle, he had a pregame press conference, and he talked about that mainly in his press conference, about how his team's going to do his job and respond to how the Thunder have put the NBA Champions logo already on their bus. OKC 19-2 following a loss this season. The Pacers squad, though, 4 separate winning streaks in the playoffs. Their last winning streak was Game 6 against the Knicks, closing out the series into Game 1 against OKC. Seems whenever the Pacers have been just kind of slept on or so throughout the playoffs, they've responded back in a big way. Whenever Stephen A's talked about Tyrese Haliburton not being a superstar player, he's responded back with multiple 30-plus point games in his playoffs. And now we'll see if they're able to feed off of that underdog mentality once again, one last time to close out the season for the 4 seed Indiana. Just what a remarkable season that they've had. They started off 10-15 early December. For them, you can never count out the Pacers, because they go 11 guys deep, 6 guys in double figures. I feel like this game's going to be all about ball control tonight. Whoever wins the turnover battle is going to win this game. Indiana did exactly that on Thursday. 23 assists, to 11 turnovers, 16 steals by the Pacers in a win on Thursday. The Thunder were -7 in assists to turnovers, 14 assists, 21 turnovers. It was 19-13 points off turnovers in favor of the Pacers. Pacers led fast break points 22-11, and then the Pacers attempted 18 more shots than the Thunder in the last game. The Pacers came out, they attempted 92 total shots. That's how they love to play, getting around 90 plus, 95, 100 total shots per game for them since they play so fast tempo-wise. The Thunder, just 74 total shot attempts for OKC. They're going to have to lean into that defensive identity for them and take care of the basketball tonight in this game for OKC if they want to have a chance to win. Yeah, Christian Chenoweth singing the national anthem here before the start of Game 7. Rosalio, welcome in. Thanks for joining in. Yeah, that's a big-time stat right there with those turnovers. 21 turnovers by the Thunder in the last game and just 11 by Indiana. It was flip-flop the game previous to that where the Pacers turned it over 20-plus times and the Thunder turned it over just above, I think it was just above like 8 or 9 turnovers in the previous game before that. So it's been just a roller coaster of a series with these two teams in the turnovers. And Oklahoma City has been able to force turnovers all this season. That's what they've done in their home court. Pacers did it on their home court in Game 6. The Thunder have been notorious for forcing turnovers on their home floor. We'll see if they can replicate it one last time tonight. Gotta go quickly. This game's gonna tip off quick, it looks like. Top 5 picks of the night. This is what I have for tonight. SGA. Over 32.5 points for the MVP. He's going to have a huge game tonight. He's averaging above 30 points per game of the series. He dropped down 35 in his previous Game 7 in the second round win against the Nuggets. J-Dub, over 21.5 points tonight. He's averaging over 24 points in the series per game. He had a massive Game 3, Game 4, and Game 5 where he dropped down 26, 27, and 40. Looking to bounce back after a 16-point game on Thursday. Pascal Siakam on the other side, the Eastern Conference Finals MVP. A major playoffs that he has had. I like him over 20.5 points tonight for Siakam. He had 31 in the closeout game against the Knicks. He had 21 against Cleveland in the Game 5 closeout game for Siakam. I'm liking Siakam big time tonight in this matchup. Alex Caruso, over 9.5 points. He had 0 in the last game for Caruso. That's at plus odds tonight. He has scored just 2 points in his previous 51 minutes, 1 for 10 shooting on the floor. He's got 2 games in this series where he's scored 20 points each. I like Caruso to bounce back. Role players play much better on their home floor. I'm thinking that Caruso is going to have a big game as an X factor off the bench with his previous finals experience from 5 years ago. And TJ McConnell keeps on showing up all throughout the course of the playoffs. He had a massive game in the last game for TJ. He had 11 points, 9 rebounds, 6 assists, 4 steals. Keeps on padding the stat sheet. I like him over 9.5 points. He keeps on being overlooked throughout the Pacers playoff run. He's averaging above 11 points per game in the finals. He scored double digits in 4 out of 6 games in the NBA Finals for tonight's game. My apologies. So I'll repeat that again. My apologies as we have dropped frames again. I posted that in the chat. We were doing so well for like the last 10 minutes leading up, but there we go. It's back to normal. Yeah, I lost connection 3 times or so. There's home construction that they're doing 3 houses down from me, and they usually wrap up at nighttime, anywhere past 8 or 9 o'clock. Last couple of times they wrapped up past 9 o'clock, and it's been fine after 9 o'clock. So once again, I'm back into the green zone. So yeah, if you do see buffering on the video, it's on my end due to drop frames, so my apologies. And it's picked up charge to Lou Dort. So if you're just joining in, Andrew Nembhard, first basket of the game as he drilled it at the right elbow. This will lead to an inbound here for the Pacers off the reach and fall. Charge to Lou Dort. Turner took a 3 at the left wing off the mark. No good. Holmgren secures the defensive rebound. Second possession now in the night for the Thunder. At the top, Hardenstein into the hands to SGA. SGA, top of the key. Backs his way free to a circle. Step back jumper. 14-footer straight away. Delivers. That's good by Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. 2-2 right now in the opening minute. Pacers with possession. Nembhard at the left wing perimeter. Sends it on top off to Siakam. Pops up for an open 3. Top of the key. Right down the shoot. Delivers. It is good by Pascal Siakam from downtown. Siakam is going to have a huge game. I can feel it tonight in this Game 7. A proven champion, won 6 years ago, an NBA championship with the Raptors. The number 2 player in that team behind Kawhi. At the left corner is SGA. SGA with 2 so far today. Going to have a massive game to win the chip for OKC in his home floor tonight. SGA, defended by Nembhard at the left wing perimeter. SGA puts up a wild shot. No good as it missed the mark. A battle for the rebound as Siakam came down with it as Chet Holmgren picks up a reach-and foul. So not a good start here for OKC. 2 personal fouls, 1 each by Lou Dort. And now Chet Holmgren off the loose ball, battling for the rebounds. Chet Holmgren, rough game in the last matchup. He had just 4 points in 24 minutes during the last matchup. Haliburton on top, slides it off to Nembhard. Nembhard takes on Holmgren, a 1-on-1, top of the key. Nembhard dribbles up and drives inside the key. Blocked by Holmgren, got it back in the corner. Fired at the baseline. SGA collects the basketball. They've been here before. Game 7, back in mid-March, able to win against the Nuggets. As SGA attacks the paint, bumped into Neesmith, and he will draw the foul. If you're new in the stream or just starting off tonight, make sure to smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. And once again, my apologies for the choppiness in the stream. There's a construction crew, couple houses down from me. So yeah, they've been working in the house. It's been slow putting that house up. It's still not even close to being complete, but we were informed about internet outages throughout the course of the week, like the next few weeks in general, with this new house being put up. Jumper's good at the baseline by SGA. 5-4 right out of the score. SGA with all 4 points to begin tonight. Haliburton at the top, drives on the Hardenstein, down the hill to the paint, blocked at the rim by SGA. Thunder come up with a possession. Thunder are 10-2 in their home floor in the playoffs. SGA, bounce pass off to Hardenstein. Hardenstein, top of the key, dribbles up inside the key, outside off to J-Dub. J-Dub had a 40-point game the last time he played at home in Game 5. Holmgren, spin cycle, for the shot clock, jumper, 15-footer, are able to get the bounce, and it sails right in, good for 2. Wow, that was a lucky bounce right there by Chet Holmgren. Haliburton at the top of the key here, towards his right at the elbow, bounce pass goes to Turner. Turner into the hands to Siakam, back outside to Haliburton. Haliburton cross-court pass Turner. Turner attacks inside the paint, working on Holmgren, brings along the double. Siakam, push pass, left wing 3, and out in the open, and it's good. Tyrese Haliburton, a laser from the perimeter. Doesn't look like he's being affected any way out there with that injury for Haliburton. Holmgren on top, shovels off to J-Dub. So we go back and forth in this Game 7. Could be a very close game tonight. J-Dub floats up the runner. Missed off the mark. No good. As the rebound out of the pack comes down with it. That is Nembhard. Haliburton from distance. Oh, he drills it. Tyrese Haliburton. Bang, bang. From the digital edge of the NBA Finals logo. 11-6 for the Pacers, the number 4 seed, looking to be the second lowest seed ever in NBA history to win a championship, joining the 1969 Celtics, beating the Lakers in 7, as that will go up and then off the glass by Lou Dort as he goes in for the backdoor layup. 1995 Houston Rockets, that's the lowest seed ever, a 6 seed to win the NBA championship. Siakam, jumper, 15-footer straight away off the back heel, no good. Rebound gets pulled down by Holmgren. Thunder down by 3 with a possession. As we're under 7.5 left to go with the first. Slicing the defenders up to the rim. SGA gets fouled at the very end of that play. As the clock will stop, it's on Neesmith. And that's Neesmith's second personal foul right now. As we're not even midway through the first quarter. So that's already 2 personal fouls right now charged to Neesmith. And this is going to be free throws coming up at the line as the clock stops with 7:21 left to go in the first. 2 shots here at the line for SGA. First one's good. He's carried the Thunder so far this game. That's exactly what he will need to do for the MVP tonight. Needs at least 40 to win this game. Right now, already 5. What's good, Ant on the stream? Welcome in. I am not sure about Mr. Tops, who he picked. We'll see at halftime who he picked. Second free throw is good. Yeah, it's My internet's choppy from time to time because there's like a new house that's being constructed on my street. It's taking just really slow time for that house to be constructed. Like, it's probably not going to be complete until like December at this rate. Haliburton off the rebound, puts up the shot, and he drills it from downtown. Tyrese Haliburton right down the shoot, nails the triple. 14-10, timeout taken on the floor by the Thunder with under 7 minutes left to go the opening quarter. Second chance points there. Offensive rebound controlled by Mathurin. Sent it out to the top where Haliburton lines up a three, and he ripped it down the middle of the cylinder. So we're down to 6:58 left to go in the opening quarter. Haliburton with a big night. Nine points already. 3 threes made by Haliburton to start off this game. On the other side, Thunder led by SGA. He has 6 out of 10 so far for the Thunder. Man, Tyrese Haliburton, absolutely him right now. That's a really good sign for Indiana. If you're new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Yeah, a couple major threes from the parking lot pulled up there for Haliburton. Yeah, if you guys are just joining in, my apologies if the stream does go choppy. If you see a buffer or so in the middle of the stream, that's on my end. There's internet issues on my end. From time to time, there's a construction crew that's working down the street, and we got an email sent out last week, everybody from my neighborhood, because they're building up a new home, and I don't live on like one of those streets or so that's like a development or anything with like a cul-de-sac or a dead end. I'm on like it's kind of like a side street that's off of like a main road, so it's very rare for houses to go up in my area, since it's like where I live is a lot of land and stuff. But yeah, if the stream goes in buffers or if it's choppy, that's on my end. So my apologies about that. I pinned that in the chat up there because I actually was late to start off this stream because it wouldn't let me go live because it was very low on my end for the bit rate for internet. But right now it's good, and hopefully it stays steady throughout the course of tonight. Fingers crossed tonight for this one to stay steady. Haliburton, what a start for him. 9 points in 5 minutes, and indeed he is locked in right now. Siakam with a 3. They are nailing their shots. They're 4 for 6 from the perimeter for the Pacers to begin tonight. That's a really good sign for Indiana. Thunder 4 for 7 from the floor. 6 points by SGA. And it could just come down to the turnover battle so far tonight. Nobody's yet to turn it over. Still got a long way left to go as we just approach the first time out of the night. But if the Pacers shoot the cover off the ball like this, then they can make some history tonight and be the second ever lowest seed tied for in NBA history. I believe so, yeah. So I believe that they work on a Sunday. Yeah, it's like a decent-sized house that they're building. We get back to action right now. Under 7 minutes left to go in the first. Caruso, first time on the floor for him tonight. It's Caruso, Hardenstein, J-Dub, SGA, and Lou Dort, the 5 of the court currently for the Thunder. SGA slides it off to Caruso. Wide open 3 as he pops him up, and he drills it. Alex Caruso right off the bench cans a triple. He plays so well on his whole floor. That's the first made 3 tonight by the Thunder. Nembhard on the floor with Turner, Haliburton, Mathurin, and Toppin. Toppin's coming off a solid game for him. Haliburton, cross-court pass finds Nembhard, pushes it out to the top here. Turner up fake, slides it out to the wing. Nembhard out to the corner into the hands to Mathurin. Mathurin jacks up the 3 over Caruso. Left it as an air ball as it goes back to the Thunder here with Hardenstein. Midway through the opening quarters, we're about to approach this mark here. J-Dub slipped in the floor with it. J-Dub lost control of the basketball as he's tangled up right now with Nembhard, and Nembhard forces the tie-up. Jump ball coming up between J-Dub and Nembhard. It's great awareness there by Nembhard to go after that loose ball. That's a poor possession by J-Dub. Once you lose that ball, you got to find somebody that's open there to be able to receive that pass, get open rather quickly, and they were able to do so. So we will have a jump ball off the tie-up here coming up with 6:01 left to go in the first. Oh, man, sorry to hear about that, Joe. Yeah, hopefully they'll be able to get you more hours. There has to be some place that's able to, like, help you out or so. I'm sure there's, like, other opportunities around your area or so that's looking for employees to hire. My apologies there, man. So this will be between J-Dub and Nembhard at the midcourt logo. Going up for this jump ball. J-Dub tips it off to Hardenstein as the Thunder regain possession. Right to left in the court here for OKC. Midway through the opening quarter. SGA dribbles up, attacks, slides it off to Caruso. Caruso jacks up the three. Right down the chute, delivers. It's another triple by Alex Caruso. Could be the X factor in this game right now for Caruso. Haliburton on top finds Turner into the hands to Nembhard. Nembhard attacks inside the paint. J-Dub. The clock will stop here with 5:36. Alex Caruso right now is keyed in. He is just locked in right now tonight for Caruso. No points in the last game. He had to combine for just 2 points in the previous 51 minutes for Caruso. And tonight comes off the bench. Back-to-back threes in the first minute of action for Caruso tonight. First free throw is good at the line for Nembhard. Second shot here for Nembhard. That rattles in. This game, if you're from the U.S., it's on ABC tonight. So this game's on the ABC if you're from the U.S. 16 even. Nembhard with 4-2-2 for points, rebounds, and assists right now. Cason Wallace on the floor for the first time tonight. SGA slides it off to Caruso. Caruso dribbles up, drives, attacks the paint, missed the layup off the left side of the glass. Turner comes out with a defensive rebound. Haliburton up the floor at the left wing. Going to slow down the possession. Takes on SGA. Haliburton back outside around the perimeter. Off to his right to Nembhard. Nembhard, kick out, corner, top in, cover by Dort, off to Haliburton. 5 at the timer. Haliburton lost it. Turnover. Caruso with a steal up the floor. It's a 2-on-1. SGA dump off underneath Jalen Williams, and he throws it down with a 2-and flush. And Haliburton's injured right now. Oh my. Haliburton on that turnover is injured. This could be pretty serious. Right now, he is slamming the deck. Yeah, that's non-contact. This could be very, very serious on this injury for Haliburton. Haliburton off the dribble. Non-contact injuries. He slipped off the dribble. And he was slamming his right hand down to the floor. This looks very, very serious right now for Haliburton. This looks like a really bad injury. The whole team is huddled around him as we're going to take a break from action. Here we go immediately to a commercial break. Oh my goodness, that's terrible. So the game is stopped right now with 4:55 left to go as we cut to a break in the opening quarter. Damn, this does not look good. I just hope that's not an Achilles right there. That did not look good. Non-contact injury off the dribble. And he stumbled and went forward. And it did not look good how he pushed off. Because he was extending One leg pushing off past the other. Really does not look good there for Haliburton. I want to see if there's any reputable sources. He had been coming in dealing with a calf strain. So he had dealt with a calf strain for Haliburton since Game 5. Yeah, does not look good. The whole team was huddled around him. A lot of people right now, you don't want to speculate since it's early. We have no sources just yet until, like, the game doc comes out and does a video. Brian Suter usually is pretty quick, but yeah, there's a lot of speculation right now that could have been an Achilles. That's terrible. That's terrible. We don't have any sources or anything right now, but a lot of people are posting that recently on Twitter within the last minute. If you're from the U.S., this game is on ABC. So if you're just joining in, we're on a commercial break right now. It looked terrible. Tyrese Haliburton on a dribble drive, non-contact injury as he lost the ball trying to push off the dribble, and then went like face down, belly down on the floor, and then started slamming the floor with his right hand like multiple times. Just, man, that's terrible. Like, prayers up to that young man right here. The Pacers have gotten to where they are because of him, just so clutch. Oh, man. Yeah, that does not look good. I don't like the look of that right there, how he extended. The whole calf just popped. The whole calf just popped from Haliburton on that last replay. We come back to action. Haliburton right now not on the floor. Ben Shepherd alongside TJ McConnell is going to receive a lot of minutes tonight. Right now, replacing Haliburton, Mathurin, Siakam, and Toppin, the 5 on the floor. McConnell, a triple team, floats up the shot and didn't hit the rim. It's a shot clock violation. Haliburton had to be helped out. Multiple staff members had to help him out to the locker room, as there was just video of that. SGA slides it off to Caruso. Quarter 3 missed off the rim, no good. A rebound secured by Mathurin. Yeah, it looks bad. Like, that whole calf pop, like, that. Yeah, a lot of people are saying right now on it that could be an Achilles. We'll probably know later on tonight. It's terrible. Man, prayers up. Siakam just scored a layup. Going to get an and one coming up here at the line as he blew right past Caruso, attacked, and scored right past Caruso with a right-hand layup. One shot here coming up by Siakam at the line. Siakam is going to have to go off tonight big time. Looking for a 30-plus game out of him tonight. Missed free throw by Siakam as SGA controls the defensive rebound. SGA works on McConnell at the right block. 1-on-1, looking for that matchup. Rises for the jumper. Deep 2 at the baseline. No good off the mark. Siakam comes away with the basketball. Up the floor goes Mathurin. Under 4 minutes left to go the first. Mathurin attacks inside the paint on Holmgren. Floats with the shot off the back rim. No good. Physical defense right now between these two teams as Caruso comes away with a defensive rebound. Kenrich Williams on the outside off to SGA. Leaves it off for Caruso. Steps into an open 3. Skipped around the rim and now tipped up to Kenrich Williams for an offensive rebound. SGA Outside off to Caruso. Back out to SGA. SGA dribbles up inside the key. Jumper. Mid-range. Connects on it. 2 more right there for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. 20-18. SGA carrying the bulk of the scoring. He's got almost half of the points right now. 8 out of 20 to begin this game. A wild shot missed off the glass for Toppin. A rebound secured by Holmgren. SGA takes it past midcourt. Matchup to watch out for 1-on-1 as he takes on the 6'1" TJ McConnell right now. SGA looking for that matchup. Outside leaves it off for Holmgren. Chet Holmgren looking to get going as he floats up the runner. Sinks the 2. It's a great sign for OKC fans. Chet Holmgren able to get on the board right there. 9 for 16 shooting for OKC. Pacers right now 6 for 16. Top of the key McConnell slides it off to Shepherd. Out the top back to McConnell once again. Gets the way off to Siakam at the free throw circle. Jumper deep 2. Rattles in. Pascal Siakam off balance. That's a tough shot and he drills it. Ron, welcome back in. Tyler, JD in the stream. Welcome aboard everybody tonight. Siakam's got 7 right now. Under 2.5 left to go in the first. SGA edge of the midcourt logo currently. 2-point lead for the Thunder. SGA, 6 in the timer. At the top of the key, takes on Mathurin. Dribbles up to the elbow. SGA gonna do it himself. Jumper over Mathurin. Missed it off the rim. Short McConnell. Smallest guy on the floor. Plays with a ton of heart, though. Collects the defensive rebound. McConnell at the right wing. Takes on Cason Wallace. Back into the hands from McConnell. As he received the handoff from top, and McConnell takes on Holmgren here around the perimeter. His pass cross-court picked off by Alex Caruso with a steal. Caruso will slow it down for the Thunder. 3 turnovers by the Pacers, 0. Playing a clean first quarter by OKC. The team that wins the turnover battle will win the championship tonight. At the conclusion of this game, Kenrich Williams snakes his way inside the edge of the paint, outside to Cason Wallace. Wallace 2 at a timer. Wallace going up for a deep 2, leaning forward. Missed off the top of the glass, no good. That's a shot clock violation charged to Cason Wallace. So this ball will go right back over to Indiana. Minute 17 left to go in the opening quarter. No. So that's not true. So Derek White to the Houston Rockets, that's not true. I hate these satire media companies that's getting their own article, the first one on the Google site, which is not true because it hasn't been confirmed by other sources. Like, what in the world is TTW or TWSN Sports? Like, some of these companies aren't even, like, legit. I'm actually afraid to click on the article because it might lead to like another like site or so. But that's a hideous article by TWSN Sports, whatever that is spreading a rumor out. It's the first one on the Google search, which is ridiculous there. Mathurin missed the layup, no good. Offensive rebound, put back, he got it for Benedict Mathurin. 22-22 right now as we approach 30 seconds left to go in the opening quarter. Aaron Wiggins, first time on the floor, slides it off to J-Dub at the top of the key. J-Dub, crossover, attacks inside the paint, right past Ben Shepherd with a left-hand layup. Back and forth we go. 24-22 with under 20 seconds left to go in the first quarter. McConnell, spin cycle past midcourt. McConnell at the edge of the midcourt logo takes on Cason Wallace. TJ McConnell at the Paycom Center logo. 8 seconds left to go. McConnell lost the handle, turns it over. Wallace up the floor, finds Holmgren. 2-on-2. Holmgren bumped into, floats up the shot, draws the shooting foul with 1.3 seconds remaining. And this will be 2 free throws coming up here by Chet Holmgren at the line for OKC. Pacers crushing themselves with the turnovers right now. And I talked about it in the pregame. I've talked about it for the last couple streams. The team that wins the championship will be the team that has fewer turnovers tonight. First free throw is no good. Missed off the mark there by Chet Holmgren. If you're just joining in, Tyrese Haliburton got injured. Looked like a pretty severe injury midway through the opening quarter. Pushing off, I believe, was the back right calf off a dribble. And and his whole right calf on replay snapped. He went down to the floor, pounded the floor. He knew immediately it was a pretty severe injury. Had to get helped out by multiple staff members to the locker room, and hasn't returned to the game ever since. I can't imagine he will. Siakam hoisted up a three at the buzzer, missed off the rim shorts. And we close out the end of the opening quarter. 25-22 at the end of the first quarter of action in Game 7 of the NBA Finals. But the story from midway in, Tyrese Haliburton looked like a pretty significant injury. There's some speculation on Twitter. Not going to put out anything just yet until I see it by a confirmed source, but a lot of people on Twitter speculating that it is an Achilles for Tyrese Haliburton. Nothing is confirmed. Nothing is certain yet. But yeah, it looked like a really, really bad injury for Haliburton. If you're new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. I appreciate you guys for coming on in all throughout the course of the playoffs. You guys, the Legends MVPs out here on the stream. I'm going to see if there's any, like, reputable sources out here that have, like, information about this injury. It would probably be Siakam, most likely. Yeah, I'm going to see if there's, like, any, like, reputable sources for sports reporters that have any information about Haliburton. I think when we found out about the Tatum injury, it was Game Injury Doc that had it first, Evan Jeffries. Ooh. Oh, boy. Yeah, Evan Jeffries actually posted about this 7 minutes ago. So, at the Game Injury Doc around 7 to 10 minutes ago, he posted the videos of this, and he posted on Twitter, this was always the fear with Tyrese Haliburton playing in a calf strain. Fear would be an Achilles tear. Best case scenario, he puts is further damage to the calf, but Dr. Evan Jeffries then posts again 3 minutes later, which is 7 minutes ago. He puts, unfortunately, you can see the ripple up the calf for Tyrese Haliburton, and he puts below that, Achilles is the fear. Yeah, this looks bad. That's what a lot of people were saying on Twitter in, like, the first, like, couple minutes or so. This did not look good. Did not look good for Haliburton. Just a terrible, terrible playoffs with all these injuries that's happened. It's been horrible. Prayers out for that young man, because he's so young into his career and a rising star in the making, getting better and better every single one of these games. It's just terrible that it has to happen in the biggest game of his career. Mathurin buries the three. 25-25 as we start off the second quarter. Hardenstein, backdoor layup goes up, gets fouled by Tony Bradley as he crashes right into the stanchion. 2 free throws coming up here for Isaiah Hardenstein. Yeah, Siakam was on the bench. He's trying to calm his teammates down, going through the moment right now. This game 7. Will he play next year? my first speculation is probably not, because right now we're in June. The season starts in October, so 4 months from now. And yeah, he might not play. Like, it's usually a 12 to 18 month recovery timetable. So it's probably not. Unfortunately, it's just terrible. Missed free throw there. As he bricked both of them at the line for Hardenstein. Siakam goes up and got fouled. So 2 free throws coming up here by Siakam at the line. Yeah, it did. That last replay was the worst replay ever. You could see the snap. Like, that was the one I was saying. It just so bad. You could see the snap in the very last replay that they showed coming back from commercial break. Two shots here at the line for Siakam. First one's good. Yes, Miles Turner's playing Joe. Second shot by Siakam, left it off the rim short. Hardenstein rips away the defensive rebound. First minute into the second quarter. Siakam 8 points right now in 11 minutes. Caruso at the left wing perimeter. Slides it off on top to Hardenstein. Hand off to J-Dub. J-Dub at top of the key. A one-on-one as he takes on Tony Bradley. Straightaway 3 missed off the mark by J-Dub. Offensive rebound into the hands to Cason Wallace. Caruso, he'll try it again on top. Moves it out to his right. Hardenstein, dump off down low to Caruso, and he shoves it in with a right-handed flush. Don't see that too often. An Alex Caruso dunk wide open in the clear. Nobody picked up Caruso. Bradley finds Mathurin at the wing of the perimeter. Dumps it off to Bradley down low. Turnaround jumper right over J-Dub. Goes up, gets fouled. 2 free throws coming up here for the Pacers with Tony Bradley. Yeah, usually Dr. Brian Suter's pretty quick to post up videos. Oh, wow. Did he? Oh, no. That's from 5 days ago, so he hasn't posted anything yet. Dr. Evan Jeffries has posted about it, saying Achilles is the fear for that injury. So that's a concern right there. There's been nothing reported from, like, actual sources just yet about it. We'll probably have some of that stuff later on throughout the course of this game. Second free throw is good as well, so both of the shots were made at the free throw line by Tony Bradley for the Pacers. Pacers by 1, Thunder with possession. Wiggins floats it up over the top. Hardenstein rolls to the hoop, gets fouled. It's on Bradley. 2 free throws coming up here at the line for Hardenstein. What's good? Juan in the stream. Welcome back in. Thanks for joining in, man. Got a bunch of people pouring in for this one. 700 plus right now. You guys, the legends all throughout the course of the playoffs. If you're new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Referees rolled it on the reach and fall before he went up for the alley-oop jam. Attacking the paint, Jada missed off the mark. Hardenstein tips it off to Caruso. Caruso's 3 left it outside as an air ball, and this ball gets deflected out of bounds in the corner. The referees rolled out of bounds off Tony Bradley. So that was off the Pacers here. So Thunder will keep the possession. Caruso on the floor with Hardenstein, Cason Wallace, Aaron Wiggins, J-Dub. SGA right now is currently in the bench for the Thunder. Bounce pass J-Dub to the roller, downhill to the rim. It is good with a left-hand finish by Isaiah Hardenstein. Low-key pickup in the offseason from the Knicks for Hardenstein. OKC just took the lead right back. Mathurin at the right wing perimeter. He takes on Caruso. Mathurin on the floor with Shepard, McConnell, Bradley, and Siakam. Shepard had that ball deflected off the dribble. Caruso picks it up with a steal. Caruso finds J-Dub on the outside. Into the hands here to Wallace. Wallace off the dribble. Lost it. Turns it over. McConnell collects the steal here for the Pacers. TJ McConnell. at the right wing perimeter. Takes on the Wiggins, slides it off to Shepard. Shepard lobs it off to Siakam. Siakam, 7 on the timer, backs his way to the mid-block. Siakam, one-on-one, a jumper over Wallace, off the rim, no good. Hartenstein racks up another rebound. Big start tonight for Isaiah Hartenstein, doing it on the glass. So far in this game for him, he's got 4 rebounds currently. J-Dub dribbles up inside the key, floats up the runner, missed off the mark, went up, got fouled though. 2 free throws coming up here at the line for J-Dub. It's on Tony Bradley, once again the guilty party, number 13, receiving quite a bit of playing minutes here in the early stage of the second quarter. So this will be 2 shots here coming up the line for J-Dub. First one, he left it short. Welcome in. We got Shweta on the stream. JD liking OKC to win it all. Type in the chat who you guys like to win here the championship tonight, Thunder or Pacers. All right, now it's the Pacers that lead that poll basically by a landslide right now. Wow, 65-35 currently. Obi Toppin, 8:40 left to go before halftime. He hands it off to Nembhard. 2-point advantage for the Thunder. Nembhard at the top of the key, brings along the double team, going against J-Dub right now, 1-on-1. Lob down low, Turner. Turner missed the shot off the rim, but went up, got fouled by Cason Wallace, though. Cason Wallace was all out of sorts. At one point, he was doubling Nembhard, and then he rolled down to the hoop and couldn't get there in time, and now Miles Turner will shoot 2 at the line. The first one he missed. You can see the nerves right now from both of these teams. Game 7. Nobody has ever played in a Game 7 in the finals, that is. The Thunder won a Game 7 in the second round against the Nuggets. But nobody's really been able to break away in this game. Second free throw is good by Turner. 1-point game right now. Defensive, stylistic game. That plays more into the game plan of the Thunder. Right now, up by 1. OKC with possession. SGA back on the floor. Been a man in the match. Spin cycle. SGA tripped up by Nembhard. And SGA gets fouled. You gotta watch out right there. Nembhard. SGA off the pivot. Got tangled up with Nembhard. Got the benefit of the call by the referees. Got some Thunder out here. Got some Pacers out here. Pretty split out in the chat. 2 free throws right now in the bonus for SGA. First one is good. Second free throw right down the middle. SGA been lighting it up so far. Double digits for him, 10 points in 11 minutes. And the Pacers cough it up off the inbound. Thunder collect the steal. SGA at the top of the key. A step back 3 in the air. Off the mark, no good. Nesmith controls the defensive rebound. Nesmith on the floor. Toppin at Nembhard. Turner and Mathurin the 5 on the floor. Andrew Nembhard at the top of the key. Defended by J-Dub. Slides it off to the left wing. Obi Toppin takes a 3 off the mark. No good. Offensive rebound controlled by Turner. Here's a 3, and he sizzles it. 3 second chance points. Aaron Nesmith buries the triple. 32-32. Couple second chance rebounds going their way in this game for the Pacers. Wide open 3 by Lou Dort. Off the back rim. No good. Tipped off the glass by Wiggins. Toppin almost had it in and out of his hands as Cason Wallace was able to beat him to the basketball there. Possession stays with OKC. SGA crossover at the elbow. Rises for the jumper. Deep 2. Connects on it. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander buries the J. 2-point lead for the Thunder. Timeout taken on the floor by the Pacers. 7:14 left to go before halftime. And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, the MVP of the league, putting his team right now in his back of the game that he needs to have a humongous game, 35-40 plus points. Right now he's got 12 with 7:14 remaining before halftime. That's a point a minute tonight. 12 points in 12 minutes for SGA. He's been here before. Game 7, around a month ago. Winners against the Nuggets in that Game 7. And he dropped down 35 in that game. SGA has proven before that he has been big time in Game 7s. So has Caruso. So has J-Dub. All three of those guys proved before that they were big time in Game 7s. Right now it's been belonging to SGA and Caruso. 12 points by SGA. Caruso, an X factor so far with 8 points and 3 steals. Cason Wallace, even though he's yet to record a point in this game, he's done it defensively so far tonight. 3 steals by Cason Wallace. They have 6 steals as a team. The Pacers with 6 turnovers. The Thunder with just 1 turnover. I talked about in the pregame, it's going to come down to who wins the turnover battle. Right now, the Thunder on their whole floor just so good at forcing turnovers. Tyler with a dono. Let's get that dono hype for Tyler here on the stream. Really appreciate it, brother, for the dono. You guys, the legends here out on the channel. You the man, Tyler. Yo, welcome in, everybody. We got Ant on the stream, Grandpa, and Christo, welcome back in. I'm going to see if there's any updates about Tyrese Haliburton. Looked like a pretty severe injury. The game injury doc at Evan Jeffries on Twitter posted out this was always the fear with Tyrese Haliburton playing in a calf strain. Fear would be for an Achilles tear, so it does not look like good news. It hasn't been confirmed yet, but it does not look like it's good news for Tyrese Haliburton. He could be out all of next season. I'm going to see if there's any updates from like credible sources about his injury. Just crushing there for the Pacers. But still, they're right now, they're still in the game. ESPN has an article. Oh, Pacers put out 4 minutes ago. Injury update by the Pacers official account on Twitter. Tyrese Haliburton, right lower leg injury, will not return to tonight's game. So he has been rolled out for tonight's game. Looked really bad. Here's some of the official sites posting out. The Stein line on Twitter. Yep, right lower leg injury will not return. So they're rolling it right now, a right lower leg injury until he goes like further diagnosis that will determine the official status of his injury, going through like MRIs and stuff. Yeah, just crushing. 16-6 points in the paint in favor of the Thunder right now as we come back to action. Pacers with possession going left to right on the floor. Nembhard lobs it off to the low block into the hands to Turner. Finds Mathurin cutting to the hoop. Mathurin goes up. Blocked to the rim by SGA. SGA big time so far in this game. A point a minute. Finds Cason Wallace in transition. And he sizzles the triple. Cason Wallace bang from the outside. There's a 5-point lead for the Thunder. OKC 10-2 in their home floor in the playoffs. 68-14 in the regular season, looking for win number 84. They'd be the 3rd team ever in NBA history to record at least 84 wins and win the NBA championship. This is a bullet of a pass sent by Nembhard off to Turner. Turner goes up, gets fouled. 2 shots coming up here at the line for Miles Turner. Yeah, Achilles takes around like 12 to 18 months, approximately. Sometimes it takes around 9 months, depending on like the quickness of recovery time, but it looks like he's since this is the last game of the season in late June, this does not look well towards any games being played next season, unless it's playoff games that Haliburton plays in. So if this was an Achilles injury, he would be out. He'd be out for an entire regular season. Like, I don't expect him to play a single regular season game next year. Both of the free throws were missed at the line by Tartar. Lucky that they came out with an offensive rebound, though, at the corner by Neesmith. Missed jumper by McConnell at the free throw circles. The rebound gets pulled down here for the Thunder. SGA at the top of the key finds Kaysen and Wallace again, and a three missed off the mark. Sailed at the top of the backboard, and it rolls out of bounds. Andrew, welcome in, man. Thanks for joining in, bud. Things going pretty well. Yeah, I went up to New Hampshire this weekend. Quite a nice weekend up there. It was pretty nice, like 80 degrees. Not too bad. It's gonna be hot this week. Yeah, if you're from the East Coast of the U.S., stay safe, stay cool, stay hydrated. We're supposed to get like 105-degree temperatures on Tuesday, where I am. McConnell dribbles up to the right block, circles around, the right baseline dribble, takes on Holmgren, backdoor, goes up for the layup, and he scores. Up and in off the backboard. TJ McConnell, little energizer bunny for him on the floor. Kaysen Wallace finds Caruso. Caruso, bounce pass out to the left corner. Wide open three. Chet Holmgren missed it off the mark. No good. A rebound tipped off the glass. Recovered by Neesmith. Pacers with possession. McConnell finds Nembhard. Cross court. Nembhard dribble drive attacks inside the paint. Soars up and he scores with a right hand layup. It's a 1-point game. A timeout taken in the floor by the Thunder. 5:22 left to go before halftime. Pacers. No Haliburton, no problem. The Energizer Bunny, TJ McConnell, getting some good minutes recently. The backdoor layup right past Chet Holmgren. And then Nembhard attacked the paint. Got right past Lou Dort to the cup and scored with a right-hand finish. 4-zip run by Indiana in response here to get this win and one. Good game tonight and a Game 7 to close out the season. And yeah, both of these teams are looking for their first ever franchise championship. So you can know, you can see how much it means for everybody here that's playing on the floor and everybody in attendance. If you're new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, ring the notification bell as well. If you're just joining in, really bad sign for Tyrese Haliburton. Around midway through the first quarter, he went down with what seems like it's a very, very severe injury. Could be an Achilles. Nothing has been confirmed on Haliburton, but some of the more so credible sources with doctors are fearing that it could be an Achilles, so it does not look good. Yeah, based on how he pushed off with that right leg. Oh. Yeah, it does not look good. Yeah, my thoughts are with you guys that's Pacers fans. Dr. Brian Suter just posted a video 5 minutes ago on his channel. He posted out Tyrese Haliburton Achilles rupture in Game 7. So he's already the leading doctor on YouTube has already posted about Haliburton with an Achilles rupture. So he just posted that video out there like 5 minutes ago or so. So if you haven't ever checked out Dr. Brian Suter, he's got a 7.5 minute video on that right now about the Haliburton injury, and he's got that posted currently, and he's one of like the leading doctors on YouTube. Man, it's just terrible. Whatever's happened, though, all throughout the course of the playoff run, the Pacers have been just absolutely resilient. They're going to have to do it one more time tonight. What's good, Tyler? Welcome in. Thanks for joining in, everybody, tonight. Yeah, the prayers for Haliburton coming in all throughout the association. LeBron James, De'Aaron Fox, Josh Hart, Grant Williams, Vince Carter all posting to Twitter. And, yeah, looks like it could be a multiple monthly recovery process. Looking like multiple months. Does not look like a weekly process. Looks like could be in the same boat for Jason Tatum. Missed 3 by J-Dub as we come back to action. Pacers with possession now as we approach 5 minutes left to go before halftime. Neesmith takes a 3, missed off the mark, no good. A rebound secured by Lou Dort. Lou Dort on the floor with SGA, Chet Holmgren, Jalen Williams, and Caruso is camping out in the corner. At the top, Dort with a rainbow and a 3. Right down the chute, delivers. Lou Dort, bang, bang from downtown. 40-36. Role players, they play just different on their home floor tonight, feeding off that home crowd energy in this Game 7 for OKC. McConnell at the right wing perimeter. He's on the floor with Siakam, Tarter, Neesmith, and Nembhard. Jumper by Tarter. And that one is able to knock down right down the middle. Miles Turner off the 15-foot jumper. It was off the dribble handoff from TJ McConnell. Lou Dort off balance 3. Slipped as he took the 3 as he missed it off the rim short. Back it goes to the Pacers here. Approaching 4 minutes left to go before halftime. McConnell at the top of the key. Slides it off to his right to Nembhard. Back into the hands to McConnell. McConnell bumped into off the dribble by Caruso. Referees letting these two teams play on right now. McConnell crossover. Reverses course towards his left. Jumper. 15-footer straight away. Swash. TJ McConnell ties things up at 40. TJ McConnell's that dude out there on the floor. 10 minutes, 4 points right now. He's gone over his player prop in all 6 games in this finals. McConnell tracks down the loose ball. Rebound in the corner. Nembhard up the floor. Cross court to Turner. Pops up for the 3. Straight away for the lead. Skidded off the rim short as Lou Dort controls the defensive rebound. Oheen, welcome in. Thanks for joining in. This game's out on ABC if you're from the U.S. Huge rejection there by Siakam off the block of the rim. McConnell finds Siakam. Siakam shovel pass looking for Turner off the top of the fingertips of Miles Turner. It's a turnover. Back it will go to the Thunder with 3:13 left to go before halftime. Great block there by Siakam as he denied J-Dub at the rim. That was a solid contest, too, by Nembhard. He was hanging up in the air. Siakam swatted it. But then even better defense on the opposite side by OKC, able to force that turnover. Thunder right now with a possession. J-Dub, his pass broken up, kicked. That's a kicked ball violation charged to Indiana. Yeah, TJ McConnell's been absolutely awesome in these, all throughout the course of the playoffs, but also in the finals. He's just taken it to another level for him. Lou Dort near side, the front court. He's going to be the inbound passer right now. Dort gets it in the court of play off to Wallace. Wallace down low, circles around the hoop. It's J-Dub. As we are under 3 minutes left to go before halftime. SGA attacking the paint, blocked at the rim. It's not clean, though. It's going to be a goaltend. So Miles Turner, a little bit too lazy, blocked it off the glass. Yeah, went off the glass, and then he stuffed it right back off the glass. So that's credited with a bucket for SGA as it hit the glass first. 42-40 right now. Nembhard getting to his spot. Nembhard with a jumper to elbow. Missed off the mark. No good. A rebound secured by Hardenstein. Isaiah Hardenstein. Solid game so far. On the glass for him currently. 4 rebounds right now for Hardenstein in this matchup. SGA crossover to top. Slice defenders. Kick out. Quarter. J-Dub. Outside finds Dort. Dort takes the 3. That missed off the mark. No good. Hardenstein. Offensive rebound and then got tangled up with Neesmith here. As well have a jump ball coming up. Neesmith forced to tie it with 0.5 of a second left to go on the shot clock. Probably better in that case if he didn't force the tie-up, honestly. It would have been better if he let Hardenstein just roll around, try to find somebody to pass the ball to, so 0.5 of a second left to go. Either way, if you're the Thunder, you can't get a shot off over here. You got 0.5 in the shot clock. So either way, there's going to be a shot clock violation odd to this I would imagine, unless the Pacers come up with a basketball, this ball gets tipped out of bounds, and it's all to bounce off Hartenstein. So yeah, either way, there was nothing to be done on that possession there, as this will head right back to the Pacers. What's good, Ward on the street? Welcome in. Thanks for coming out here for Oheen on the channel. I'm probably going to take a break later this week. My next stream, I'll probably be back with the WNBA. I believe Caitlin Clark's coming up on Friday. So I'm probably going to be back live on Friday. I'm probably going to do some of my work, catch up on stuff, and probably put on the draft. So yeah, so I'm probably not gonna stream the draft. I think I've covered it like the last couple years, and it's gone so long because I usually have to get up for work at like 6 o'clock or so during the mornings. Because I remember the last couple of years, when the draft has been on, it's just dragged on. They've gone to like midnight or so. I'm hoping to cover some of the WNBA games if you guys would like to come on back for those. Probably going to be Caitlin Clark games. Most likely weeknights. Missed 3 there by Toppin. Tipped off the fingertips of Siakam. Went up, got fouled. That is on Kaysen Wallace off the loose ball. Yeah, so unfortunately Haliburton's not coming back. Looked like a pretty bad injury. It looked like it could be an Achilles. That's what there's a lot of speculation about, is that it could be an Achilles for Haliburton. It looked terrible. Siakam with free throws here at the line. 43-42. Before that, it was Mathurin who buried the 3. First one's good by Siakam. Yeah, Mathurin had made a 3 around the 2-minute mark. Second one's good. 45-42. Minute and a half left to go before halftime. So there was a 3 in between that where Mathurin made a quick 3. 9-2 run by the Pacers. Hartenstein, hand off to J-Dub around the perimeter. J-Dub dribbles up inside the key. J-Dub up fake, gives it off to SGA. 5 at the timer. SGA, step back 3 in the air over McConnell. Halfway down to rattled out. Siakam controls the defensive rebound. TJ McConnell, final minute left to go. Pacers by 3 and without Haliburton. This has been impressive on the road, looking to steal game 7 like they started off the series, stealing game 1. And Nemar, Jepper, 14-footer straight away off the back rim, no good. Tipped up in the air. J-Dub controls the defensive rebounds. What a game to begin game 7 in the first half. Off the roll down, Hartenstein goes up, he got it to go, and an and one coming up here at the free throw line for Isaiah Hartenstein. Chance to tie it up with a made free throw. A pick and roll. Going right down to the hoop here by Hartenstein. SGA able to find him, rolling down to the hoop, absorbed the contact from Siakam, got the and one. What a game. Kara, welcome in. Thanks for joining in. Appreciate you for being a part of the channel. And welcome to Ben as well. Luis in the channel. We got Yiwen on the stream. Wow, we got 1K already. Let's go, everybody. If you guys are new in the channel, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, and get that 1K hype out here on the stream. I'm probably gonna take next couple nights off because I do have a lot of catch up to do and stuff like that as the Pacers get called into offensive foul. Turnover charge that midcourt to Mathurin, setting up an illegal screen, and we'll go back to the Thunder. "37 seconds left. That was a critical turnover there. Charge to Mathurin. Caruso. Inbounds it off to SGA. SGA. Working on Nemhard here at the left wing perimeter. SGA, 12 at the timer, 26 in the game clock. SGA, leaner inside the key, halfway down, rattled out. And he'll have 2 shots here coming up at the line. It's charged to Nembhard, who picked up the shooting foul. Yeah, Mr. Top's coming up at halftime here. Just terrible for Haliburton, man. Just terrible, terrible. First shot's good by SGA. Second free throw is good. SGA having a massive game so far tonight. 19 minutes up to 15 points currently. 7 assists. Tyrese Haliburton will not return. It's been listed by ABC as a lower leg injury. It looked like it's pretty severe. A lot of speculation by medical doctors that it could be an Achilles. Does not look like it's any good news out there for Haliburton. Prayers out to that young man. Step back 3 in the air. Andrew Nembhard sizzles the triple. Holy moly, what a shot right there by Nembhard. And the 3-point shot came up short at the buzzer by the Thunder. 48-47, Pacers by 1 in Game 7. Looking to prove all the doubters wrong, including the Oklahoma City Thunder bus that already got painted with a graphic 2025 NBA champions. Everybody stepping up for Haliburton tonight, playing for their team leader in this emotional game for the Pacers in the Game 7. And wow. Andrew Nembhard, 9 points, just drilled his first 3 right before the buzzer. 9 points by Haliburton before he got injured. That was in 7 minutes. Pascal Siakam leads the way with 10 tonight off the bench. Mathurin with 8. Mathurin has drilled 2 threes. McConnell bringing energy. He has 4, alongside 3 assists, 3 rebounds, a steal, and a block for TJ McConnell. And man, do we have ourselves a game right now. Much lower scoring than what we're usually accustomed to between these two teams. But the Pacers are leading this game despite having some turnover issues. This is kind of looking like Game 1 right now. In Game 1, they were trailing by 12 at halftime. They got a clutch player low-key. That since Haliburton has taken the playoffs by storm, he's been able to be clutch big time when the games matter the most. But unfortunately, Haliburton's not available tonight. But low-key, Andrew Nembhard has had big time shot after big time shot with around the 2-minute mark left to go in the fourth quarter in some of these playoff games for him. I think in this case, if this game comes down close to the wire, Andrew Nembhard could be the silent assassin tonight in this game and lead the Pacers if he's making shots like those. 9 points by Nembhard. That is on 3 for 6 shooting tonight for him right now. Obi Toppin yet to score. If they can get Obi involved and if he could start to score some more, that's huge for the Pacers. They're going to get other guys going. Like, what's going on with Chet? Chet's been silent. 5 points for Chet Holmgren at halftime. He was not good in the previous game as well. J-Dub with just 5. That's going to need a change in half number 2 for the Thunder to win the championship, because SGA is the lone guy that's carrying the team right now. We see a lot of just shakiness, a lot of jitters by OKC going on right now with the inability to make a 3 haunting this team. OKC ranked 13th coming into the finals in 3-point shooting percentage, and tonight they're bricking shots left and right. They're 4 for 18 from 3-point range, 22%. The Pacers have doubled up what the Thunder have made from 3. The Pacers are 8 for 16 from the perimeter. The Pacers are shooting the cover off the ball from 3 at 50%. If the Pacers go out, they make their free throws. They're just 8 for 13. 8 for 13 right now at the free throw line at only 61.5%. They're coming away with this win tonight because the Thunder cannot make a 3-point shot to save their lives. Anybody else outside of Caruso. Caruso's been playing well tonight, but like the rest of the team, like where in the world's the 3 right now? You got to make these 3s if you're OKC, if you want to be a proven champion, because we look at the other proven champions from the past, they've all shot the 3-point shot well. Last year, where the Celtics led the league in three-point makes per game. A year prior to that, Denver, known for their efficient offense. 2022 was Golden State, which Steph Curry was raining threes in the finals. And Thunder need to get their three-point shooting going, or it could be tough for them today. 20 to 12 points in the paint they lead. They lead the turnover margin. Just 5 turnovers by OKC, 9 at the half by the Pacers. That's why OKC is in this game, is because they force turnovers. They lead points off turnovers 9 to 5. Ben, welcome in. Thanks for joining in, bud. Really appreciate it, man. So, back like 2 months ago when the bracket came out, I predicted Thunder and Celtics in my NBA Finals projection. So the Celtics didn't get there, but I just have to stick with the same pick that I've made all throughout the course of the season. And since the Celtics got eliminated, I've been saying the Thunder, honestly, wouldn't shock me if the Pacers win. And no, I'm not a Pacers hater or anything out there. I honestly could see Indiana winning because they get just so much scoring, so much more balance than OKC if this young OKC team doesn't step up and have to make their shots. If Chet Holmgren and J-Dub don't show up, the Pacers are coming out winning this game. They're playing this game right now for Tyrese Haliburton, rallying right behind them. And I think now, since it's at halftime, they know that their championship window could be closing. Like, they don't know what the future is with Haliburton coming back after this injury. That's why I see win this game playing like very, very shaky, jittery for them. They're forcing a bunch of turnovers, but they just can't make shots. Like, SGA is carrying this team right now. Like, J-Dub all of a sudden is just completely crumbled. And Chet Holmgren, like, what happened? Like, they need both of those guys to step up because it's basically been SGA and Caruso. Half of the points almost, or yeah, half of the points more so have come from just 2 players. 16 by SGA, Caruso is 8. And after that, 4 players with 5 each. Holmgren, J-Dub, Hardenstein, and Lee Dort each with 5. So I'm going to get Mr. Tops here in just a moment. Ooh, my apologies for 1 second. Just lost. Ooh. Just buffered, didn't we? Hopefully get back in that green zone. Yeah, my apologies right there. We are buffering right now. If you guys can hear me, I'm going to get Mr. Tops here in just a moment. Going to put it on the Mr. Top slide, and then hopefully we will finally get back to usual frames right now. My apologies with the drop frames that started off like this, and hopefully we'll get back to steady frame rate usage in a very, very soon right now. I'm going to see if I can get the tortoise Mr. Tops, and then I'll be right back. All right, so I brought in my tortoise here, Mr. Tops, for halftime. Gonna get you up here in just a moment, but I gotta get my second half score up there for when I start the second half. But are you trying to rumble? There you go. There you go, buddy. All right, so here's Mr. Tops. Looking pretty fast today. You got the heat wave on, don't you? You like the 90-degree weather, buddy. Say hello to the camera there, buddy. A strong boy today. Mr. Tops is almost 10 years old. He came up to vacation this weekend. He was rumbling quite a bit during vacation. Did a good job, though. You had a good job, didn't you, buddy? He's got a big tail. Any thoughts about the second half here, bud? He says, prayers to Tyrese Haliburton. Feel better soon, man. I wish I was as fast as your team and played as fast as you. All right, open up your mouth for the camera. Want to say hello there? There you go, one claw after another. Yeah, so Haliburton will not return, so he's out, and it looks pretty bad. Like, there's a lot of speculation that it could be an Achilles. It looks really, really bad. A lot of medical doctors online are saying that it's a strong possibility that it's an Achilles. Wow. You just hissed, didn't you, buddy? Yeah, you're sad about the Achilles injury. Yep. Yep. Mr. Tops just talked into the microphone. He is very, very sad about the Achilles injury, saying his prayers and thoughts for Tyrese Haliburton with his recovery. All right, so I'm going to put back my tortoise here. He's got a big tail, so that means he might have to go to the bathroom soon for Tops the tortoise, and then we'll be back in a couple moments. All right, yeah. Yeah, good question there what Vegas brought up for the 82 game season. I do think it's quite a bit of games that they have, because they do try to cram in like back-to-backs quite a bit. Like maybe like more space between games. Like the NBA, they play double the regular season games, more than double than what the WNBA play. Like the WNBA play a 40-game regular season. And I hate the timing how they do that, because it's May to September for their regular season games, and then it's definitely interesting timing where how the NBA starts their season, because it's like a month and a half into football season for the NFL. So the NBA starts off how I remember the NBA season starting off is basically because it's around when my birthday is. My birthday is on October 20th, so it's usually like that week. Like it usually starts like October 18th. Sometimes it started on my birthday on the 20th. Sometimes it started on the 22nd. But it's usually that week between like the 18th and 22nd that the NBA has their opening week. And yeah, there's quite a bit of back-to-backs in the schedule. Like I think if they shorten it from like 82 to 70, that would be able to get a lot more teams in the mix too for like playoffs. Like that would make things really interesting with playoffs into account, because there'd be quite a bit more teams that would have the chance to be a playoff team instead of being eliminated. I've always found that like the last like 2 weeks of the regular season for a lot of teams have been kind of like not really, like the last 2 weeks of the season, like right after March Madness wraps up, like those weeks for most of the teams aren't really like big. Like for a couple of teams like this year, there was a lot to pay attention because the Western Conference was stacked between like 3 to 10. All those teams are battling for playoff spots, but usually in like a regular course of a season, it's not really been like that. Like this year's been an outlier. Usually a lot of teams have basically secured their playoff spots by the time we get to like April 1st, and then it's basically like finding a couple playoff spots for the teams lingering in the back of the pack. Whereas this year, the Western Conference was really just highly entertaining, where there were just massive impacts on the seeding-wise. Between like 3 to 6, they were all separated by a game or so going into the playoffs. Yeah, baseball is even worse, too, in my opinion. That's way too many games for baseball. Like a lot of the... Like, some of the teams are out of the playoff hunt by the time we get into August. Like, there's way too many games for baseball, too. All right, here we go. We get back to action. Left to right on the floor. Thunder. With an opening possession right now. J-Dub on the court with SGA. He takes on them hard. Takes the three right over him. Missed off the back rim, no good. Deflected out of bounds. Went off of the Pacers last off. Neesmith, that will stay. Thunder ball. I've got the Thunder to win their championship, so I'm going to stick right with that. Honestly, would not be shocked if the Pacers do win the championship tonight. We got 800 plus watching. If you're new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Really appreciate it for everybody being a part here on the channel. SGA missed the three from the corner. Offensive rebound and putback is there. Up and it off the backboard for two by Chet Holmgren. Lead change right now, 49-48 for the Thunder. Pacers with possession. Neesmith comes off the screen at the right wing. Sends it off to Nembhard at the top of the key. Nembhard on the floor with Neesmith, Turner, Siakam, and Mathurin. And a turnover charge to the Pacers here. Back it will go to OKC. As Indiana lost the ball out of bounds down the far side, it was off of Nembhard. Thunder with possession. SGA dish outside to the wing. J-Dub took the three, missed off the mark, no good. Offensive rebound controlled by Lou Dort. Back out to SGA. SGA takes on Neesmith here at the mid-elbow. Outside to the wing off to Dort. Dort around the perimeter. Jacks up a three from the edge of the midcourt logo, and he drills it. Holy moly, that's a big-time shot right there, and a 33-footer by Lou Dort. 52-48. Pacers at the rim. Mathurin dish outside. Siakam takes the three. Makes the three for the perimeter by Pascal Siakam. Huge bucket right there for Siakam. 1 point game. Siakam leads the way with 13. Top of the key here with J-Dub. Dribbles towards his left. Gets past Mathurin. Skip pass out to the wing off to Caruso. Caruso bumped into and fouled by Neesmith here. Yeah, OKC really needed that. They went into halftime struggling from the perimeter, just 4 for 18 going into halftime. Lou Dort attacks inside the paint. Sends it off to J-Dub during the timer. Shovel pass. Caruso cutting to the hoop. No good. Shoved right off the rim, and it goes in by Alex Caruso with a putback. 54-51. That's a relentless possession right there by Caruso. Mathurin moves it off to his right to Turner. Handoff into the hands to Nembhard. Nembhard settles for a three. Top of the key. Missed off the rim. No good. A rebound secured here for the Thunder. Thunder with the basketball at the left wing. J-Dub attacks inside the paint. Swings it out on top. Lou Dort jacks up the three off the back rim. No good. A battle for the rebound as Mathurin beats Caruso to the basketball. Secures the defensive rebound. Mathurin lost the handle. Turns it over. 2-on-1. Up the floor for OKC. J-Dub. Double clutch and he scores. Up and off the backboard. 56-51. Timeout taken on the floor by Indiana. Points off turnovers. The Oklahoma City Thunder right there. Looking shifty, looking crafty. Off the dribble by Jalen Williams. As he took it off the Euro step, went up right over Nembhard. He went double clutch as there was a piece of the ball that Mathurin got from behind. But no problem finishing strong through contact right there by J-Dub. At the rim, up and in off the glass, good for two. 5-point lead right now as we head to the timeout. What a game. If you're doing the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe here. Holy moly. Jalen Williams started to step up alongside Chet Holmgren. Those two guys I talked about, those two guys needing to step up in the second half if the Thunder were going to win the chip. And right now, both of those guys coming out scoring buckets in the first 2 minutes and 40 seconds to begin the third quarter, each with 7. Right now between Holmgren and J-Dub. Lou Dort with 8. Caruso has 10. Caruso gets the double figures tonight with 10. He plays much better on his home floor than he does on the road for Caruso. Pacers tonight led by Siakam with 13. After that, 9 points each by Nembhard. Haliburton, 7 minutes tonight, 9 points. Unfortunately, Haliburton's out for the rest of the game. It's looking most likely like he could be out for a long time, like multiple months for Haliburton. Looked like a pretty bad injury. A lot of sources from medical doctors putting out that it could be an Achilles for Tyrese Haliburton. Yeah, Dr. Brian Suter put out Tyrese Haliburton Achilles rupture in Game 7, so one of the top YouTube doctors, sports medicine doctors out there putting that. He thinks that it could be an Achilles injury. Nothing confirmed by the major networks or sources just yet, but also the game injury doc, Evan Jeffries, putting out that it looks like most likely an Achilles injury. Yeah, I'm not a fan of it. For the streaming services. I actually don't have Amazon Prime myself. It's, in my opinion, it's way too many streaming services to follow to be able to catch up with teams. I wish there was like a certain like sports app that they had that they could put all the networks on that one app instead of scattering them all around. So I go through a Roku device, how I get my games, and then I have to get onto YouTube TV. But it's crazy. Like, last couple of years, NFL started with Amazon Prime. The NBA is going to do it next year. The WNBA is doing Amazon Prime. I actually don't have Amazon Prime. Peacock is on doing a lot of college basketball games. They did a lot of the Olympics games last year. I think they're supposed to do the NBA next year as part of the NBC package for Peacock, so that's another streaming platform. I wish that all those like sports streaming platforms converge into like one big like sports app or so, some sort of like worldwide access sports app between ESPN, ABC, NBC, who will start on contract next year, Peacock, and then like all of the ESPN networks. Like if you like college sports, you can go to those, like FS1. They do a lot of college basketball, some of the racing stuff. Like I wish that all those networks, every single network that carries sports, could be under one like specific sports bundle, because that would make it much simpler. Or so, instead of trying to shell out money for all these different providers just to watch your team play, like once a month or so, or not even like once every 2 months on like Amazon Prime for some teams. Like it makes no sense. Andrew Nembhard here will go to the free throw line. He targeted Chet Holmgren downhill to the rim. Nembhard will have 2 shots here coming up. First free throw, that's good. TJ McConnell right now at the scores table, about to check back into the game. If you're new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Second shot by Nembhard. That is good. Nine minutes left to go in the third. 9 for 19 from 3 for Indiana. Just 5 for 23 for OKC. J-Dub attacks inside the paint. Missed the shot over Siakam. It goes right back over to the Pacers. Pacers can tie with a 3 here. Nembhard working on Holmgren. Slides it off to his right. Turner pops up for a 3. Oh, he drills it. Miles Turner from downtown. They brought the double between Holmgren and Caruso guarding Nembhard, and Nembhard was able to play make, send it out to his right, and Turner, the big fella, can take threes, and he can make threes. The Thunder rip one down right back for the triple. 59-56, OKC. Burying one there. That's the first made 3 tonight on his 6th attempt by SGA. Pacers with possession. McConnell back in the floor at the Paycom Center logo. McConnell reverses course, dribbles towards the edge of the midcourt. Logo deflected, intercepted down the far side. Here goes Lou Dort. Dump off, looking for Holmgren. Broke it up on the bounce off of Turner. It's going to stay Thunder possession here. Great defense by getting back right there by Miles Turner. He was basically in no man's land on a 1-on-3 up the floor trying to play defense, as the Thunder had a 3-on-1 taking it right to the rim on him, and he broke up the pass, tipped it out of bounds. SGA double teamed outside, finds Holmgren. Holmgren launches the 3. Oh, he sticks it. Chet Holmgren, a laser from the perimeter. Chet start to finally show up in this game right here. 62-56 as we're down to 7:40 remaining in the third quarter. Bad pass by the Pacers, broke it up on a triple team through traffic, got intercepted. SGA has possession off the Jalen Williams steal. SGA dribbles up to the right elbow, crossover, takes on Nembhard, spin cycle, gets right past him, kick out, wing, open 3. Jalen Williams bounces in. J-Dub, oh, what a lucky bounce right there around the rim, and it drops in. Timeout by the Pacers. 65-56. That was an incredibly lucky bounce right there by J-Dub. A 9-zip run in the last minute and 17 seconds. Turnovers. That's going to determine who wins the championship, who wins Game 7. It's been like that throughout the course of the playoffs. 20-5. Points off turnovers tonight in favor of the Thunder. That's now 13 turnovers by the Pacers compared to just 5 by OKC. If you're new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. We're down to 7:13 left to go in the third. Man, the Thunder, just so good at deflections. Those stats that they had, those don't even come up in the box score when you bring up deflections, but they're racking up deflections right now. Wes, thanks for joining in. Really appreciate it. We got a Certifex on the stream. Our Pando, thanks for joining in, bud. I actually broadcast for a couple of D1s and D3s. Both of the D1s are mid-majors. So, moving up in the world. I work in radio full-time in production. So I've been in radio for around 8 years. But yeah, trying to do my best over here, bring you guys great coverage as much as possible. My apologies at the start of this stream. Like the first 15-20 minutes, we were choppy and dropping frames. There's a new house that's being constructed on my road, and around 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock at night, I've been noticing that we've been running into internet trouble where I am. We received a email from the construction company saying that that's when they do their work. So my apologies for the first quarter that it was really choppy and dropping frames, but recently we haven't had any issues. So knock on wood, hopefully we'll get through the rest of this game and we'll be fine. I'm actually gonna see if I can update this to HD bit rate, because I couldn't do that in the first quarter. I had to put it on this little piddly diddly bit rate at 1000 kbps to see if I can be able to stream properly. But I just put it up, so hopefully that will be able to get into HD, more better bitrate coverage for you guys out there. Thunder having players step up. Jalen Williams up to 10. Chet Holmgren with 10. And those two guys knew exactly that they needed to step up, each with just 5 points going into halftime. That is way too little, and both of these guys have broken out scoring 10 in the third quarter. Thunder are leading the Pacers in the third 18-8. Caruso with 10. So 4 players right now in double figures. Kenneth with a dono. Let's get that dono for Kenneth. Really appreciate it, brother, with a dono. I'm hoping to probably be live. I'm gonna take most of this week off or so. I'm probably gonna do some of my work when the draft's going on. So I'm most likely probably not gonna go live during the draft, but I'll probably go live on, I think, Friday. Caitlin Clark's playing, so I'll probably go live on Friday covering Caitlin Clark. I'm gonna post my personal YouTube channel as well up in the chat once I have a chance, because that's where I do a lot of my college broadcasting work. Been putting together a bunch of demos. I got one and I'm working on football right now. There's the baseball one that's going to be posted either tomorrow night or the night after, so my baseball demo is going to be going out real soon, but I'll post that in the chat here very, very shortly. When I do have a chance. As we just got back to action, TJ McConnell just scored a layup as we get back to action. 65-58, left baseline dribble. SGA right between Obi Toppin, able to get to the rim right there. Soar up and score, up and it off the backboard. SGA right now with 21. TJ McConnell gonna have to give his team energy right here, right now. McConnell dribbles up, drives, circles around Chet Holmgren, back to the low block. McConnell, baseline dribble towards his left, back out to the perimeter, hand off to Toppin. Toppin lost it, turns it over. Lou Dort collects the steal as he takes it up the floor. Lou Dort leaves it outside for Wallace. Into the hands to SGA. 14 turnovers by the Pacers, just 5 tonight by the Thunder. SGA at the top of the key, crossover, takes on Nembhard, slides it off to his left to J-Dub, a jab step, J-Dub dribbles up, left baseline dribble, left it off the rim, no good as he missed the layup. A rebound secure for Turner for the Pacers. Midway through the third quarter, needing something right now for Indiana, being outscored 20-8 in the third quarter, make it 20-10 as TJ McConnell scores with a right-hand layup. TJ McConnell gonna have to go into turbo mode. Got 8 points right now in 16 minutes. He has hit his player prop in all 6 games in the finals. Missed 3 straight away by SGA. Rebound secured by Toppin. Nembhard up the floor. Finds Toppin at the top. Into the hands to Nembhard. Nembhard across the floor off to McConnell. McConnell towards his right off the dribble. Dribbles up inside the key. Puts on the jumper. Got it to go. Cha-ching. TJ McConnell once again. If you bet on TJ McConnell, you're making some serious bank. That's now 7 straight games in a row on the finals where he's gone over his player prop. Chet Holmgren rolling to the rim. Soars up and he dunks it with a 2-handed flush. 69-62, McConnell looking for more. McConnell high off the glass, he scores up and off the backboard. TJ McConnell up to 12 right now tonight. TJ McConnell He beat right with Peyton Pritchard. If he was playing 25 plus minutes a game throughout the regular season off the bench, he would be 6th Man of the Year candidate right alongside Peyton Pritchard, 1-2 in the front runners race. TJ McConnell is averaging over 11 points per game in 17 minutes in the finals. Tonight, TJ now with 12 points in 17 minutes. Man, he is just an energy shifter. Gotta love a guy like TJ McConnell. Constantly overlooked. Every single game he's been overlooked. In every single game he's hit his player prop. In all 7 games of the finals, he has gone over his points player prop every single time. So if you bet TJ McConnell, like my top 5 picks in the night, has been doing so in the pregame, number 5, my last one, since I went through numerical points order, TJ McConnell over 9.5 points. That's now every single game in the finals that he has hit that player prop over 9 or over whatever his player prop was. It started off at 6.5 early on in the series. It was at 6.5, eventually crept up to 7.5, and then it was at 9.5 tonight. 70-64. 4:35 left to go in the third. SGA split the free throws of the line. Nembhard at the elbow. Rises for the jumper. Missed off the mark. No good. Tipped up to Caruso for the defensive rebound. One of these teams is going to win their first ever NBA championship tonight. The Supersonics won back in 1979 before relocation to 2008 to OKC. Missed 3 by Doris. Caruso tried to come up with a putback dunk and he shoved it off the glass. It was no good. Toppin. Handoff. McConnell. Right baseline dribble looking for 14. And he's got 14. TJ McConnell delivers in the 2. 4-point game thanks to TJ. Indiana ain't out of it just yet. SGA at the left corner. Sends it off to Caruso. Push pass right wing. Wallace outside off the door. Rainbow 3. Skipped around the rim and out. McConnell secures the defensive rebound. TJ McConnell doing everything right here tonight. TJ 14 points off the bench in 18 minutes. Looking for more. He's 7 for 10 shooting. TJ spin cycle. Bounce pass underneath. Looking for Bradley. Bradley bobbled it. Shuttled out to the corner off the Toppin. Toppin turns it over. It was out of bounds. Butterfingers by Obi Toppin. Obi Toppin, rough game tonight. 4 turnovers, 0 points. Having a tough time in these road games for Toppin. Toppin has been amazing in Indiana at home in the finals, but for Toppin, it's been tough on the road in this finals. 4-point game. Caruso with a possession. Slides it off to J-Dub. J-Dub at the top of the key into the hands to Caruso. Back over to J-Dub. 3:20 left to go on the timer. Left to go on the third. J-Dub sends it off inside the key. Hardenstein kick out. Quarter 3. Kaysen Wallace. Swoosh. Kaysen Wallace. Big time splash right there for the quarters. He buries the 3. 73-66. 5 for 12 from 3-point range by OKC this quarter, as there's a deflection towards the near side. Intercepted by Hardenstein. Outlet pass over to Kaysen Wallace, and he soars up and puts it through with a right-hand layup. Active hands off the deflection by Isaiah Hardenstein, and that's now 15 turnovers. 16 turnovers as updates off the ESPN graphic bug right there by Indiana. 16-5 is the turnovers tonight. TJ McConnell trapped in no man's land near side of the front court off a double team. 6-footer McConnell, his pass got broken up by the 7-footer Hardenstein, who stole it and made a full court outlet pass off to Wallace, who laid it up and in. 9-point lead for the Thunder. Kaysen Wallace. Steal country tonight. 3 steals off the bench for Wallace. 3 steals by Caruso. J-Dub with 2. Hardenstein with 1. SGA and Dort each with 1. Double-double by SGA at 22 points and 10 assists tonight. Thomas Bryant with a 3. Around the rim and out. Offensive rebound control by Mathurin. Got it stripped out of bounds. Last touched off the Thunder. It's going to stay Pacers ball. 2:20 left to go on the clock here in the third. What a game. If you're new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. It's like 90 degrees right now where I'm doing this stream from, by the way. Stay safe out there. Stay cool if you guys are out in a heat wave this upcoming week. I'm supposed to be getting 100-degree weather on Tuesday. It was like 95 today, 95 tomorrow, 100 up to 105 in some parts of my area. I'm from Massachusetts, by the way, so I'm from New England. Supposed to be getting 100 degrees on Tuesday. 8th turnover of the game by Indiana. They just turned it over off the inbound. 17 turnovers tonight. The team that wins the turnover battle gonna win the NBA Finals. J-Dub right to the rim, soars up, and he scores with a left-hand layup. Largest lead of Game 7, 77-66. Timeout taken on the floor by the Pacers. Jalen Williams starting to come alive right now. He's got 12. Gonna take care of the basketball. If you're Indiana and the Oklahoma City Thunder, the best team in the NBA in steals per game, the best defense in the NBA, what they do best, deflections, deflections, deflections. It might not be statted in the box score, but tonight it's been deflected ball after deflected ball all over again. 22 points, 10 assists by SGA, 12 points each by J-Dub and Chet Holmgren, 10 points off the bench and 3 steals by Caruso, 8 points and 3 steals by Cason Wallace tonight. They have 11 steals as a team for OKC, which is 5 turnovers. 16, or should be 17 for the Pacers right now. ESPN on their box actually has it at 15-4. The graphic came up as 16-5 on the TV screen. The Thunder have been rocking the 3. They came into halftime, and the inability to make a 3 was haunting them. They went 4 for 18 going into halftime shooting the 3. Now they've upped that number shooting in the second half. 5 for 12 from the perimeter from 3-point range. So 5 for 12 from 3-point range in this third quarter itself for the Thunder after going 4 for 18 at halftime. Lou Dort, 2 made threes tonight. Caruso has made 2 threes. Cason Wallace with 2 made threes. Story of this game, 17-5 has been the turnovers. 27-5 points off turnovers in favor of the Thunder. McConnell at the top of the key. Dribbles up to the elbow, leading forward with a jumper. Delivers. TJ McConnell, big-time shot right there. Jeffrey, so sorry to hear about that, man. Thoughts and prayers out to your brother there, bud. I'm so sorry to hear about your brother, man. Thoughts and prayers with your family about that. My condolences out to you, man. Jumper by J-Dub rattles in right back in response for OKC. 79-68. Minute 20 left to go in this third quarter right now. Jalen Williams been excellent in this third quarter here. Currently, TJ right baseline dribble, bumped into and fouled by Hardenstein. Now, we'll stop the clock here with a minute 17. Yeah, TJ's giving them all they got on the offensive side of the floor, but yeah, everybody knows that they're trying to target him as much as possible with his defensive weaknesses for TJ McConnell. So even though he's got 16 points right now for TJ McConnell, he is the leading scorer for the Pacers, but on the defensive side of the floor, really struggling, a -8 currently when he has played tonight on the floor in this game. Inbound in the corner, goes over to McConnell. McConnell dribbles up inside the key, leaves it off for Shepard at the left wing perimeter. Missed off the mark, no good. A rebound secured by Hardenstein. Yes, Miles Turner is on the floor right now. Siakam, Turner, McConnell, Shepard, and Mathurin. That's the 5 of the court currently for the Pacers. Jumper to elbow, J-Dub around the rim and out to rebound secured by Mathurin. 5 of the floor, the final minute left to go in the third for the Thunder is Caruso, Wallace, Hardenstein, J-Dub, and Wiggins. Right baseline dribble. Shepard goes up right over Hardenstein. Missed the layup. Hardenstein rips it away with a right arm rebound. Thunder by 11 with the basketball. They'll slow it down. Hardenstein at the top. Looking for an opening right here, and the Thunder will burn a timeout right now. So timeout taken on the floor by OKC. 35.7 seconds left to go here in this third quarter. Oklahoma City coming out, propelling themselves to a very, very strong third quarter. Part of a 32-20 third quarter box score in favor of the Thunder. This has been a humongous stream tonight. This may be the most viewed stream ever on the channel. If you're new on most viewed stream this season on the channel, that would be this season on the channel, not in channel history, but this season in general. Leave it up to the Game 7 to close out the year. If you're new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. If you're just joining in, Tyrese Haliburton's significant injury, it looks like an Achilles, went down midway through the first quarter. He has been ruled out for the rest of the game. Looks like a pretty bad injury. It looks like he could be missing a large chunk of next season, if not all of next season. I just posted that in the chat, my link to my personal YouTube channel. Feel free to check that out if you guys would like. All my college sports broadcasting work is on my personal YouTube channel. I'm going to be uploading a lot during the off season, a lot of demos that I got to put on there. So feel free to be subscribed to my personal YouTube channel as well. I got a baseball demo that's going to be out within the next couple of days. I'm working on my college football demo right now. There's a bunch of different videos that I hope to post real soon. Got the opportunity to cover a couple of Division I colleges last year, a couple of Division III colleges as well. 81-68 Thunder just scored previous to that off the inbound. He also blocked a shot attempted by the Pacers in the deep two and missed off the mark. And we close out the end of the third quarter. 81-68. Isaiah Hartenstein off the inbound, able to tip it up and in for two. And we will close out here at the end of the third. Okay. I got you. Yep. 81-68 here at the end of the third quarter right now. It comes down to this for the Pacers if they want to come on back, but have to take care of the basketball here currently. TJ McConnell giving it his all right now for the Pacers. Yeah, big props up for TJ. I got you right there, Remulus. Thanks so much all for the heads up there. Really appreciate it. Remulus, Jeffrey, guys, legends here on the stream. SGA, 22 points, 10 assists currently right now. Big time for the MVP. Only shooting just 1 for 8 from the perimeter tonight, but finding ways to be the team's leading scorer tonight in this game. 14 by J-Dub, Chet Holmgren with 12. Those two guys really just started to come alive. They had just 5 points each going into halftime. 7 by Chet in the third quarter. J-Dub with 9 in the third quarter. Caruso, X-Factor off the bench. He has got 10. And then 8 by Lou Dort. 8 off the bench by Cason Wallace. Yup, it's official. It's official. My thoughts and condolences, you guys who are Pacers fans. My thoughts and condolences for you guys who are Pacers fans out here on the stream. It is official. ESPN just tweeted out Tyrese Haliburton. They just posted it's an Achilles injury. It's official. So this is, according to ESPN, this article reads, quote, a visibly emotional Tyrese Haliburton was helped off the court after going down with a right lower leg injury in the first quarter of Game 7 in the NBA Finals tonight against the Thunder. The Indiana Pacers star's father, John Haliburton, told ESPN that it is an Achilles injury. Terrible. Man, terrible, terrible. So 4:55 left to go in the opening quarter. It was a non-contact injury with a drive to the hoop where the whole back calf just popped for Haliburton, and then he came down to the floor. He knew it immediately, and he was smashing the floor with his hand, banging the floor with his hand multiple times. Yeah, he knew it immediately. Just terrible, terrible, terrible for Haliburton. And he was playing so well tonight. He had 9 points in the first 7 minutes that he played in tonight for Haliburton. Just absolutely terrible. Prayers and thoughts out for that young man because he was amazing. He was absolutely him in this playoffs. 25 years old. That's way too young right there. 25 years old. For an Achilles injury, that is way too young. 81-68. Thunder with possession. SGA slides it off to the left wing into the hands to Wiggins. Spin cycle outside Caruso. Back over to SGA. SGA at the top of the key. Takes on Neesmith. Step back three in the air. Splash. That is good by Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. SGA's second made three of the game right now. Starting to take over currently as he's got 25. Gotta go if you're the Pacers. Largest deficit down by 16 on the road in a Game 7, and Neesmith had it broken up on the bounce off Holmgren. Now Chet Holmgren signaling to the bench area. He thought that they should look and challenge it. The whole front row fans are signaling over to head coach Mark Daigneault, you gotta challenge this, and the Thunder will challenge this. This will be a challenge here. Neesmith going up for a three. Bobbled it, and it's out of bounds. It's off of Neesmith. That's clearly off of Neesmith, that looked like. SGA tried to go with a strip. There was no touch there off of Chet. There was no touch off of Chet. If SGA did strip him, it didn't look like he did. SGA tried to reach out, but I don't think that got the basketball right there. That looked like Neesmith went up and completely lost the basketball out of bounds. This should be Thunder basketball coming up after the challenge. The Thunder will challenge this possession right here with 11:05 left to go. We will take the timeout on the floor right now. This is under review. Jay Ramirez with a dono. Let's get that dono hype here from my man Jay Ramirez. Really appreciate it, brother. You the legend on the stream, man. After the end of the season, I'm hoping to cover some of the WNBA games from time to time as well, so feel free to be on back if you guys would like. I think probably going to be live. I believe Caitlin Clark is playing on Friday. I'm just going to double check that because that's probably going to be the next time. Yeah. I'm hoping to cover probably on Friday. I'm hoping to be back live. Caitlin Clark, Indiana Fever at the Dallas Wings. So I'm hoping to cover some of the WNBA games from time to time when I do have a chance. If you guys would like to subscribe over to my personal YouTube channel, feel free to check out my content over there. I'm going to be posting a lot of videos over my personal YouTube channel. That's where my sports broadcasting demos go for all my college broadcasting work. I got a baseball demo that's about to be published within the next couple days. I got the whole thing edited. I just have to post it. I got a football demo that I'm working on right now as well. I got 2 more college basketball demos for men's college basketball, women's college basketball demo, and then I've got water polo that I'm going to be doing. I got a couple really good lacrosse games that I covered that I'm going to be doing, softball demos that I'm going to have to produce, field hockey, soccer, so feel free to check out my personal YouTube channel. I'm going to have all that good stuff over there uploaded during the off season as well. But yeah, it's been an incredible playoffs. You guys, the real legends, MVPs out here on the stream. And yeah, my apologies about the start to this stream. Is the video is very, very choppy in the first quarter. There's a new house that's being constructed on my road, and there's certain times that the construction company has to like take down the internet or something like that. So that's why there was issues. If you joined in during the first quarter, that's why there was issues, why my stream was very, very choppy to begin. And then after 9 o'clock at night, it all of a sudden just, it's fine. After that, it's around the 8 o'clock hour where it gets really choppy. So the first quarter was an issue, unfortunately. Yeah, stay safe. If you got the heat wave coming in your area, stay safe this upcoming week. It's supposed to be 100 degrees on Tuesday in my area. So make sure to drink plenty of fluids. Make sure to stay in the shade. Grab a fan, AC, stay in the AC if you have it. If not, make sure you get a lot of shade if you're working outdoors. Or make sure that you're close to the fan. I know my work area, it's terribly... it's my workspace where I work in the production studio. It's not so good in terms of insulation. So during the winter, it's super cold. It's like 50 degrees during the winter that I have to wear a jacket in my workplace. And during the summer, it gets up to like 85, 90 degrees. So I got my fan at work. I'm gonna have to have close to me this upcoming week, especially on Tuesday, since it's supposed to be 100 degrees. Missed shot by the Pacers there. Mathurin tried to save it. He was out of bounds with it. Neesmith. Yeah, that's on Neesmith, actually. Neesmith called in a loose ball foul. Ripped down Caruso, battling for the rebounds. SGA with possession. Neesmith just picked up his 4th personal foul. SGA backs his way, working on McConnell. SGA on top finds Wiggins. Wiggins from distance with a long-range 3 off the mark. No good. A rebound hauled in by Neesmith. 10 minutes left to go in the 4th quarter. Down by 16 for the Pacers. This could be the last push tonight in Game 7 to wrap up the NBA season as SGA reaches in defending the entry pass intended for Siakam. Yeah, Little League Baseball was pretty fun. Joe with a dono. You the legend man, Joe. You the man, brother. Let's get that dono hype for my man Joe out there, working hard over at the Family Dollar. Taking a bike over to the Family Dollar. And, yeah, what I would recommend there for you, Joe, is to see if there's like other businesses in the area. If you like show up in person with your resume, and be able to ask those companies if they're offering hours, that like any open hours that they're looking for like somebody to work. So see if they're looking for help at those companies to see if you can make some more money on the side. I'm sorry to hear about the dining hall position that they don't have any hours for you coming up this week there. Siakam missed the turnaround shot at the low block. It goes right back over to Holmgren for the defensive rebound here. 84-68 SGA. Thunder right now will slow it down with 9.5 left to go in Game 7. This is all it takes right now is the final quarter of action to close out the NBA season 2024-2025. SGA dish out down underneath, and it is Cason Wallace who scores up and through it. It's good for 2. What a dime right there by Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. 11 assists alongside 25 points tonight for the MVP. Dribble handoff by McConnell. McConnell at the low block. Takes off on a double team working on Dort and Holmgren. Holmgren denies. Neesmith right from behind. The Thunder come back with the basketball. Chet Holmgren with a big time swat right there as the ball stayed in the court of play. SGA at the edge of the midcourt logo. Signals to offense. Crossover. Top of the key. Creates space. Takes the 3 off the rim. No good. Offensive rebound controlled by Wallace in the corner. They'll slow it down. U14 in the shot clock. SGA at the right wing, dribbles up, drives, dish outside, Jalen Williams, open 3, bullseye! The Oklahoma City Thunder They can hear it, the whole crowd roaring. They can smell it. And a timeout taken to the floor with the Pacers. 21-point lead by OKC in Game 7. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Absolute magical game for him. When he's not scoring, he is playmaking. And big time tonight has rode his team to a 12-assist game by SGA. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander just built different in Game 7s. Had a 35-point game in the second round against Denver. Tonight, 25 and 12 for points and assists. Leaving all he's got on the floor tonight. If you're new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. That could have been the dagger tonight. The seventh man, the crowd for OKC is roaring right behind the home team right here. 5 guys in double figures for OKC. Pacers tonight with just 3. 25 by SGA, 17 by J-Dub. J-Dub with a big second half. He had 5 points going into halftime. Now with 12 and a half too. 12 points by Chet Holmgren. 10 off the bench by Caruso. Cason Wallace, role players, play much different at home. Tonight, Cason Wallace is doing it again. 10 points and 3 steals. 10 points and 3 steals alongside a block tonight by Caruso. Big props this season for the Pacers. Crushing with Haliburton in the first quarter. Thoughts and prayers out to a speedy recovery for Tyrese Haliburton. But the best team in the land all season long was the Oklahoma City Thunder. And this Oklahoma City Thunder team, right behind their crowd, best team in the land tonight. They are 8 minutes and 27 seconds away from raising their first ever franchise banner in OKC. Seattle Supersonics, back in 1979, won a championship before relocation. 2008 was when the relocation happened from Seattle to OKC. If you're new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. You guys are awesome. This is the most viewed live stream of this season, by the way. We have 1.2K viewers right now. You guys are awesome for keeping on here on the channel throughout the course of the playoffs. 1.2K viewers. After the end of the season, I'm hoping to cover some of the WNBA streams and Caitlin Clark. Probably during weeknights because I'm usually busy in the summer during weekends, so feel free to join in if you like for those. Also, I posted in the chat, feel free to check out my personal YouTube channel. Got a lot of good stuff there. That's where all my college sports broadcasting demo reels are posted. Got a lot of good stuff that I'm hoping to post. I got a baseball demo that's going to be posted either tomorrow or the day after. I'm working on a football demo right now. I've got water polo demos that I'm going to be doing throughout the course of the summer. I got 3 basketball games that I've yet to post it. That's on my schedule as well to edit those. So we got basketball, men's and women's, water polo, baseball, softball, men's lacrosse, women's lacrosse, soccer. I just posted men's soccer, gonna do women's soccer, and field hockey. And then also did swimming. So I got a bunch of different demos. That's on my personal YouTube channel. Feel free to subscribe, check that out. It's gonna be posting a lot of content over on the summer over there. 8:19 remaining in the fourth quarter. It's another turnover off the inbound charge to Indiana on an illegal screen set past midcourt. Inbound goes to the backcourt here. 19 turnovers by the Pacers tonight, leading to points off turnovers, 27-5 in favor of the Thunder. Thunder tonight with just 5 turnovers this entire game. J-Dub at the top of the key, sends it off to SGA. 25 points, 12 assists here for SGA. Crossover at the elbow. Step back jumper. Deep 2. Off the back rim, no good. Offensive rebound controlled by Dort. Crashed right into SGA. Recovered though the offensive rebound. SGA with another chance. 8 on the timer. Top of the key, SGA. Backs his way. Slides it off to J-Dub. He jacks up the 3 around the rim and out. Offensive rebound. Chet Holmgren goes up. Couldn't finish, but got fouled. 2 free throws coming up here at the line. It's charged to Miles Turner from behind, who picked up the shooting foul. Yeah, big ups there. Spot on by Kane here on the stream. Proud of this Pacers team going as far as they go. Everybody wrote them off this season. A lot of people wrote them off going into the playoffs, and not too many people had them picked to win the conference finals. Big props for them. 1 game away from winning the championship. First free throw is good by Holmgren. Just crushing with Tyrese Haliburton. Tyrese Haliburton's father told ESPN that it is an Achilles injury. Just terrible there. He's most likely going to be out for all of next season. Pacers have missed 9 straight shots from the floor. Nembhard bounce past Siakam. Siakam jumper deep 2 over Holmgren. He sticks it. 20-point game right now. 7.5 left to go. Usually these game 7s, especially this year, they've turned out to be blowouts in favor of the home team winning. Bo From, thanks so much for the dono, brother. Really appreciate it, man, for the dono. SGA, guarded by McConnell. Towards his left around the perimeter. SGA dribbles up straight away at the free throw circle. Stumbled off the dribble. Tried to pass it out to the perimeter. Got picked off by Mathurin. Mathurin tripped up by Caruso past midcourts. The clock will stop with 7:04. Yeah, great question. Let's see. Pacers' last bucket. Last bucket before Siakam just made that jumper. The last bucket previous to that was 1:46 left to go in the third quarter. TJ McConnell made a jumper. So they went from 1:46 in the third to 7:29 in the fourth without a single made basket. Yup, he's going to be getting the bag soon. That's a steal of a contract. I think I went over a couple of games ago for J-Dub. It was like $4.8 million. That's a steal of a contract right there. Siakam is at the line. First one he made. Second shot no good off the mark. Offensive rebound by Mathurin. Missed off the mark again. Tip to Shepherd for the offensive rebound. Missed 3 by Siakam. Skidded off the rim. J-Dub got poked in the eye by Mathurin. As J-Dub came out with a rebound, Mathurin picks up the foul. And J-Dub's going to need some time right here to collect himself as he went down next to the stanchion. Got poked in the eye. Battling for that rebound there. He's okay, though. It's Nesmith, Mathurin, Nembhard, Siakam, and Shepherd. So Miles Turner right now is on the bench. 6:40 left to go in the fourth. SGA at the free throw circle. Rises for the jumper. No good. Missed the 15-footer. Rebound secured by Mathurin. Gonna need something quickly here for the Pacers. Nembhard. Outside Mathurin. Bobbled off the dribble, got it back. Leaning for it. That's a tough shot. Tried to put it off the glass. Going in for his own dunk there. Trying to make a highlight reel. Mathurin will draw the contact. Will shoot 2 at the line. That's not how he drawn it up. Tried to just lean forward, put one off the glass. Tried to track it down and dunk it over. Chet Holmgren, the guilty party who picked up the shooting foul. Two shots here by Mathurin at the line. First shot rolls in. Hardenstein will check back in. Holmgren will take a seat on the bench. If you like the WNBA, feel free to come on back during the summer. I'm hoping to cover Probably a couple times a week, WNBA streams here and there when I do have a chance. 90-73 right now. Caruso crosses midcourt. Bounce pass over to Hardenstein. Hardenstein, handoff around the perimeter off to J-Dub. J-Dub tangled up in this mess right now, and he turned it over. That's a rare turnover for OKC. That's only their 6th turnover tonight as a team as Mathurin attacks the rim. Mathurin goes up, gets fouled. That was a sloppy possession there by OKC. Man, this is a drag to close out this game right now. I think a blowout game. Usually time's ticking down off the clock in the 4th quarter. And the closeout game to close out the finals, but we go whistle after whistle after whistle right now. I have to give props to the Pacers. This team is not quitting. They are not quitting right now. 4 personal fouls by J-Dub, 3 by Chet Holmgren, SGA is 4, 3 by Cason Wallace for fouls. Foul trouble for the Pacers looks like this: 4 by Nesmith and then 3 by Turner. Everybody else basically clean with 2-1 or 0. Both of the shots are good. So Mathurin buries both of the free throws. Yeah, no problem, Joe. Thunder, 3-on-2, up the floor. Lou Dort, double clutch, goes up, gets fouled. 2 free throws coming up here at the line by Dort. Gets smashed in the back of the head. And he's slow getting up right now. So Lou Dort got whacked. Looks like the right side of the head towards the ear. Got whacked by Siakam. Oh. Yeah, Mathurin at the back end of that play, too. Yeah, Siakam got him on the ear. So Siakam got Dort on the ear, contesting that shot. So this is being looked at right now. Supersonics have won championship, so they won back in 1979. Yeah. Yeah, this is this game right now is dragging. Like, usually time's ticking off the clock. We've got a possession and a foul every 15 seconds. That should be a common shooting foul. That does not look like it's flagrant by Siakam. Oof, that was some hard contact at the end of that play to the left arm area of Dort. That was after he clobbered him at first to the ear and then got his left arm after that. The 2 free throws, it's no upgrade in this foul. 2 free throws here at the line for Lou Dort. It's just a common shooting foul. First shot's good by Dort. Yeah, devastating. Really devastating night, man. Prayers up for that young man. 25 years old, just terrible. The father of Tyrese Haliburton told ESPN that it's an Achilles injury. Just devastating. Missed going to the rim after the second missed free throw. Mathurin went up, got fouled. He's down hard. Man, what is going on here? Benedict Mathurin attacking on Lou Dort. This is getting out of control. Right. Oh. Mathurin went down hard. Yeah, Steph Curry had that injury late in the regular season. It was a tailbone injury by Curry. Mathurin with a terrible fall right there in his tailbone. Ow. Damn. That's a terrible fall. This dude is so tough. Like, he's up taking free throws right now. Mathurin just made the first one. That looked like how he landed. That looked like for certain there was going to be a tailbone injury by Mathurin. Yeah, big news this morning. Kevin Durant traded to Houston. There were 5 draft picks included in that trade, plus Jalen Green and Dylan Brooks in that trade today. So Houston gets their superstar player with KD. Phoenix Suns restock. They get a bunch of draft picks to get Dylan Brooks and Jalen Green. 9-1 run by the Pacers. They're not out of it just yet here with 5.5 minutes left to go. Based on the rate that we're going, choppy basketball with fouls every 15 seconds. At the right wing perimeter, it is J-Dub, crossover, right baseline dribble to the right block. J-Dub takes on Ben Shepherd, fall away, jumper, J-Dub, no good around the rim and out. Offensive rebound, tracked down by Lou Dort. New 14 in the shot clock here for the Thunder. SGA, his masterpiece of a game. Looking to continue, step back three in the air, off the back rim, no good. A rebound secured by Mathurin. Benedict Mathurin is so tough. He's out there on the floor with playing through what looked like a very, very hard fall that could have injured the lower back of his body, but doesn't seem to be affected by it at all. Mathurin attacks inside the paint. Mathurin goes up and he scores up and off the backboard. It's a 12-point game, 91-79. Are the Thunder really going to blow this right now? They really going to blow this on their home floor? Wow. Benedict Mathurin sneaking his way right past Caruso, up and under and through, good for 2. We got ourselves a ball game to finish up the final 4:45 tonight. I watched like a couple of the last innings or so. Coastal Carolina and LSU today. I was doing a lot of my work stuff when I was watching that. Yeah, usually, if you guys didn't know, I actually don't watch like much TV at all. If I do put on the TV, I usually have something to work on when I'm doing TV. Like throughout the course of the summer, I'm gonna be video editing a lot of my demo stuff. So I usually have like the TV on in the background while I do my work for that. Feel free to check out. You guys are welcome to subscribe over to my personal YouTube channel. That's where all my college broadcasting work gets put up there. So feel free to check that out. I got a lot of good stuff upcoming very, very soon. My baseball demo will be up in a matter of the next couple of days. I'm working on the football demo, a couple more basketball demos I'm doing, plus water polo, lacrosse, field hockey, soccer, swimming. So feel free to check that out if you guys would like. We come back to action right now. Chet Holmgren gets the inbound. Thunder take it up the floor as they go left to right. SGA rises for the jumper. Deep 2 off the rim, no good. Holmgren offensive rebound. Got bumped into and fouled off the loose ball here as the clock will stop with 4:34. Yeah, I heard about that yesterday. I was actually up in New Hampshire throughout most of this weekend, so that's where I was. Sony Dofor, welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining in. First free throw, good by SGA. 13-point game, 4:34 left. SGA has a 26 right now, alongside 12 assists. Second free throw is good. 27 points right now for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. McConnell at the low block, blocked by Chet Holmgren. And Chet lost it out of bounds, got deflected from behind off of McConnell. It'll go right back over to OKC. That's a 6-footer that just got denied by a 7-footer. Chet Holmgren off the top of his fingertips, a perfect block denying TJ McConnell. Chet Holmgren tonight with 5 total blocks. Inbound to Chet. 13 points, 5 blocks, 8 rebounds for Chat, running the floor. J-Dub, huge rejection from behind right there by Neesmith. Here goes the Pacers, running the floor. Mathurin right to the cup, no good. Missed the layup, crashed right into the stanchion, got fouled. 2 shots coming up at the free throw line here for Benedict Mathurin. This is the longest 5 minutes ever in NBA history. This game has been start and stop for the last couple minutes. Seagull, welcome in. Thanks for joining in, man. 4:11 left to go. Thunder are challenging this shooting foul right now. So the Thunder will challenge this shooting foul call in the courts. Benedict Mathurin took it very quick up the floor in transition. So this is under review right now. Mathurin attacking on the SGA. Ooh, did Mathurin get away with an elbow there to the face of SGA? That's the question. SGA couldn't believe the call. This is going to be a tough camera angle from above the rim. Mathurin off the Euro step looked like he elbowed SGA with a left elbow to the face. So he blew right past him on the dribble. SGA cut away there. Got called in the shooting foul. Yeah, Mathurin going sharp with those elbows, sticking them out right to the face of SGA here. This may be reversed on the floor right now. This is under review currently. So Thunder are challenging this call about the shooting foul there. Yeah, thanks for joining in, Random Watermelons. Appreciate it for joining in. Joe's trying to stay awake for this one. Yeah, this has been the longest 5 minutes ever in NBA history, it seems like. 4:11 left to go. The call will stand. So this call stands. Thunder get charged with a timeout. Huh. What a... Ooh. Oh. Yeah, Seagull, next time you post that, just you can delete the comment first for that. Because that guy actually gave me a donation earlier in the stream. So yeah, you weren't in here at the beginning, but big ups to Bo from. My apologies. He should be back in like a minute from now or so. He accidentally got timed out. But yeah, he gave me a donation earlier on in the stream there. So big ups from Bo from earlier. Both of the free throws here are good at the line by Mathurin. So that call stands. 4:10 left to go in the fourth quarter. Inbound. Before the inbound, actually, we're going to have a timeout taken by the Thunder. Thunder are out of timeouts. So the Thunder are out of timeouts. Pacers with 1 timeout left. Down to 4:11 left to go in the fourth. Yeah, they're cramming in the commercials. Caruso looking for somebody to get open off the inbound. Nobody could get open right there, and they are cramming in the commercials tonight. They may have run out of commercials. Yeah, the networks may have run out of commercials during stop sets that they have to go straight to replays right now and talk about this game. Yeah, they ran out of TV breaks with their scheduled TV breaks. 93-81 with 4:11 left to go. They ran out of TV breaks during this quarter stop set that they have to talk about the game going to replay summaries right now. If you're just joining in, sending my thoughts and prayers out to Tyrese Haliburton. Got injured with just about 4 minutes left to go in the first quarter. It's a severe injury. It's an Achilles injury, according to his father. Timetable looks like he may not play all of next season for Haliburton. Just terrible. Thoughts and prayers out to that young man, 25 years old. It was back and forth. Nembhard drilled a jumper right before halftime. Pacers led by 1, 48-47 going into halftime. TJ McConnell, the Energizer Bunny for his team, kept him in the game. Had a big third quarter for him, but the Thunder really came alive. Drilled down 5 threes in the third after going 4 for 18 from the perimeter in the first half. J-Dub started to come alive. Chet Holmgren alongside. Both of those guys in an excellent game. SGA leads the way with 27 points and 12 assists. Missed jumper by the Thunder. Pacers down by 12. Still with an opportunity to get this win in 10 or 9 right here by McConnell. Most likely McConnell is going to get the game to a 10-point game. He lost control of the basketball inside the key. And do we have a tie-up here? Yeah, we do. Tie-up on the floor. 3:33 left as McConnell lost it. And I believe that's Mathurin. Yep, that's Mathurin. Mathurin's bleeding from the elbow, as his elbow sleeve is showing all blood coming out of it. He's let it all on the line tonight. Mathurin tangled up with Dort. Scrum for this loose ball. Mathurin hits the deck, battling for the 50-50 ball. Mathurin, SGA. Yeah, Mathurin and SGA, they might have to sort this out. Who tied him up? It might have been Chet. Yeah, Chet looks like over the top he tied him up. Yep, it's going to be Chet and Mathurin. Chet and Mathurin will go up for this jump ball. Siegel, you the legend, man. Really appreciate it there from my man Siegel. Jump ball gets tipped up from Chet to SGA. Jay, welcome in. Thanks for joining in. Justin, welcome on board. SGA, edge of the midcourt logo. Takes on TJ McConnell. 10 in the shot clock here for the Thunder, up by 12. SGA, 27 points tonight, looking to add to it. Spin cycle, SGA leading forward. Jumper, missed off the glass, no good. Tipped up to McConnell for the defensive rebound. Up the floor, the Pacers have it, lost control of it. They turn it over right back. Indiana struggling with the turnovers tonight. The Thunder will slow down the possession. 21 turnovers by Indiana, just 7 tonight by OKC. And to close out Game 7 to determine the NBA champion for the 2024-25 season. No good at the wing by J-Dub on the 3. Holmgren secures the offensive rebound and gets fouled by Mathurin on the loose ball. Chet Holmgren in the bonus will shoot 2 free throws right now with 2:47 left. TJ McConnell stripped up the floor by Lou Dort on the previous possession, resulting in that 21st turnover of the game. It's been Steal City tonight. 13 total steals by the Thunder. 3 steals each by Caruso and Wallace. 2 steals by Dort and J-Dub. A steal each by Holmgren, Hardenstein, and SGA. Chet Holmgren just missed the first free throw. Just 2 for 5. At the free throw line tonight. A bunch of missed free throws. The Thunder are leading this game despite shooting 15 for 23 at the free throw line. Second free throw is good. 94-81. 13-point game. Aaron Nesmith just picked up his 5th personal foul. A low block. Up fake. Couple times there by Nembhard. Cross-court pass into the hands to Siakam. Siakam with the elbow. Bounce pass over to Nembhard. Nembhard. Step back jumper and a 3. Oh, he hits it. Andrew Nembhard shreds the 3. 10-point game right now. OKC quick up the floor. Chet Holmgren soars up and he dunks it down with a right-handed flush. Nobody back playing defense there for Indiana. Mathurin, scoop score, up and in off the backboard. Good for 2. 96-86. 2:10 left to go in the fourth quarter. Thunder will slow it down. Caruso, inbound goes to J-Dub in the front court corner. Gets along off a double team, gets the way over to SGA. SGA crosses midcourt, and he will slow it down. 15 on the timer. Under 2 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter. SGA, edge of the midcourt logo right now. Double teamed. SGA looking to get it away. Oh, he got fouled. 2 shots here, covered up at the free throw line by SGA. As Aaron Nesmith just fouled out of the game. He picked up his 6th personal foul, reaching in defending SGA at the midcourt logo. Aaron Nesmith way too aggressive there. He is done for the game. Just picked up personal foul number 6. Ogie with a membership. Let's get new member hype out here. We got James Davis McAllister, Steven, Joanne, James, and Jason. 5 new members on the stream. Thanks so much, Ogie. Really appreciate it, bud. You guys, the legends out here on the channel. Both of the free throws are good by SGA. It's now 98-86. As SGA made those previously, and now Nembhard, minute 41 left to go, will head to the free throw line. He'll shoot 2. This has been a drag of these 5 minutes. Nembhard splits the free throws. 98-87, 11-point game, approaching a minute and a half left to go. SGA playing keep away at the left wing perimeter. Slides over to J-Dub on top. J-Dub dribbles up inside the key, weaves his way around. He gets fouled as the clock will stop with 1:26. That's charged to Mathurin. SGA, 29 points, 12 assists, leading the way. J-Dub is right behind with 17. J-Dub will have 2 free throws coming up at the line to see if he can up his scoring. After that, Chet Holmgren with 16 tonight. 10 points each, with 3 steals each by Caruso and Wallace. First shot's good by J-Dub. J-Dub now with 18. Wow, we got 2K out on the stream. Let's get that 2K hype out in the chat here, everybody. If you're new in the channel, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Appreciate everybody for joining in all throughout the course of the playoffs here on the channel. This has been a big-time stream tonight. You guys are real legends, MVPs out here. Sam Presti, back in the summer of 2019, made a trade to send Paul George to the Clippers. That was in response to picking up SGA in that trade. Look where it's gotten them. A championship right now knocking on the doorstep, up by 13 with 1:26 left to go in the fourth quarter for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Another turnover charged the Pacers. OKC, the top team in the NBA, going to pick up win number 84. They will become the 3rd team in NBA history to record 84 wins or greater and win the NBA championship, as the Oklahoma City Thunder will join the Chicago Bulls in the 90s, in 97 and 96, as the only 2 teams to win the NBA championship previous to this that had 84-plus wins and won the championship. J-Dub gets fouled. He is at the free throw line shooting 2. The first one is good. 101-87. Jalen Williams is up to 20 right now in the game. What a second half for the Thunder. 34-20, third quarter advantage for OKC. It was the Pacers who led at halftime by 1. Right now, it's a 1-point advantage in the fourth quarter. Second free throw missed off the mark by J-Dub as we approach the final minute left to go. It's been quite the playoffs run, that is for sure. Incredible streams here on the channel all throughout the course of the playoffs. You guys have been awesome. Feel free, if you'd like to come on back. I'm hoping to cover some of the Caitlin Clark live streams throughout the regular season. My next live stream will probably be on Friday. Caitlin Clark, Indiana Fever against the Dallas Wings, so feel free to join in. Feel free to ring the notification bell so you can become notified when I do go live for future live streams. I'm going to be uploading a lot of videos to my personal YouTube channel. That's where I post all my college broadcast stuff for all my college broadcasting demos, so feel free to check out my personal YouTube channel as well. That is posted in the chat. I just posted that link out in the chat, so feel free to check that out as well. 32 seconds left to go. Alex Caruso, 5 years ago, won a championship with the LA Lakers. X Factor off the bench. He had 10 points, 3 steals tonight. Game 7 against Denver in the second round. A lot of people didn't think that this Thunder team was legit. They were nervous that they were being taken to a Game 7. Somebody put it during that stream in the chat for that Game 7 against Denver. The only experience you get is the get experience. And this Oklahoma City team, average margin of victory by 12 points that they won. Top of the NBA history for them in all-time history. They got experience winning close games. They got experience playing more games together. They got a ton of experience in this playoffs. And this Oklahoma City team, absolute dogs. Chet Holmgren buries both of the free throws. Led by Caruso off the bench as a 6-man. their whole home crowd a 7th man in the MVP SGA with a 29-point game, about to be NBA champions for 2025. Mathurin off the mark, no good. 19.5 seconds left to go as he gets fouled. Free throws coming up here for Benedict Mathurin. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. Hug Sam Presti. The trade, that was a big-time blockbuster. Middle of the summer in July 2019, in the middle of the NBA Summer League. Paul George traded for SGA. Goes down as a altering NBA landscape trade back in 2019. Paul George just to recap this trade. I have to get this link up once again. Just to recap this trade. 103 to 91. He just scored a bucket off inbound turnover as well. 103-91. The Oklahoma City Thunder. They were confident they could do it tonight, rallying behind their home crowd. Been a 7th man all the course of this season for OKC as they win the 2025 NBA championship. 103-91, the final score. The Thunder in 7 win the chip. What a playoffs. What a season. You guys, the real legends, MVPs out here to stream. What an incredible NBA playoff season it has been here, folks. 103-91, the finals. The confetti comes down from the Raptors at Paycom Arena. Flashback to the summer of 2019. Paul George traded from the Thunder to the Clippers in exchange for SGA, the league MVP, and an MVP coming up here in 2025 in the finals. An NBA champion for SGA. Paul George traded for SGA, Danilo Gallinari, a 2021 first-round pick, which turned into Trey Mann. 2022, a 12th overall pick, which turned into Jalen Williams. A 2023 first-round pick. A 2024 unprotected first-round pick. A pick coming up in this year's draft. Another pick coming up. And then a pick in the first round of 2026. All those picks, plus SGA, Gallinari, a 2022 pick that turned into Jalen Williams back in 2022 as the 12th overall pick, in the Oklahoma City Thunder, playing Moneyball with Sam Presti. Years that they were down at the basement, at the bottom of the NBA. And then last year caught everybody off guard as the 1 seed, got eliminated by Dallas in the second round of the playoffs. But this year built different. The league's top defense led the NBA in steals, led the NBA in lockdown perimeter defense, led the NBA in fewest points allowed per game, led the NBA in a bunch of defensive metrics for them. And they got experience on this playoffs run. And they gelled it together. It locked down dudes left and right all throughout the course of these playoffs. Congratulations out to the Oklahoma City Thunder. Ogie, thanks so much for the dono. Really appreciate brother there with a dono. You the man, bud. You guys are legends here on the stream. What a future as well for this team. At 24 years old, the average age of OKC. They're approximately only a year older than the Auburn Tigers college basketball team from this past season for OKC. Like, this team is going places. There is the CBA and all that stuff, but Oklahoma City, with what they have, they're going places. SGA, J-Dub really rose in these playoffs. He rose to have a big season for J-Dub. Chet Holmgren, second half of the season, coming back from injury. Had some big games in these playoffs as well. Caruso was a spark plug. He was a major spark plug in this playoff run for him. Multiple double-digit games. He had 0 games with 20 points in the regular season. He had 2 20-point games in these final series. big props up to the Pacers. These guys were absolute underdogs throughout the course of the season. Man, my heart hurts for Tyrese Haliburton. Speedy recovery for him, man. TJ McConnell, right now, he's in tears heading back to the locker room. These guys should be, I mean, they shouldn't be ashamed of anything. They should not be ashamed of anything. Their superstar player got injured today, just crushing, absolutely crushing for him. Speedy recovery, hoping for Tyrese Haliburton. He was absolutely him in these playoffs. But this team, the Pacers, they were one game away from winning against an 84-win team this year. Regular season and playoffs combined. They went 68-14, the Thunder did, this year. There should be nothing that the Pacers should be ashamed of themselves. They took the best team by far in the NBA to 7 games in the finals as a 4 seed that started off 10-15 in the regular season. They should not be ashamed of anything. They had an incredible playoffs for them. Like, what a run the Pacers had. This Thunder team, it came down to home court tonight. Like, their fans, they were roaring. It's so tough to go on the road and win at OKC. Like, I'm just so impressed that we got a 7-game series for the first time since 2016 out of these two teams in the finals. It's been awesome. Like, really awesome. I wanted a 7-game series, and we got a 7-game series, which has been incredible. Absolutely incredible to get a 7-game series out of these two teams. Because the last couple finals, they have not been that great. Ending in 5 for the last couple finals. And then there was one that ended in 6. But for the most part, there's been a lot of finals that's ended in 5 recently. Yeah, what a season, man. Absolutely, what an incredible season. If you'd like to come on back, I'm probably going to be live this upcoming Friday covering Caitlin Clark and Indiana Fever. If you guys would like to come on back, feel free to do so. If you'd like to give me, if you'd like to follow my content over my personal YouTube channel as well, I'm going to be posting a lot of my sports broadcasting demos from this past season that I did as well, so feel free to check out my content over there. What a season. Absolutely incredible. What a season we had. SGA finishes with 29 points, 12 assists, 2 blocks, 20 points by J-Dub, 18 points, 8 rebounds, 5 blocks by Chet Holmgren tonight, 10 points, 3 steals by Caruso, 10 points, 3 steals by Cason Wallace. And if Haliburton didn't get injured, I really wondered what would happen in this game. He was rolling. He had 9 points in 7 minutes. 9 points in 7 minutes. He was rolling tonight. It's so sad. It seems like the guy who gets injured with like a terrible injury has been the guy that has been just going off and has done great stuff. Jason Tatum got injured when he was cooking. He had like a 40-point game in the game that he tore his Achilles. And Haliburton was getting started. Haliburton was on pace to drop like 35-40 tonight, which would have changed the outcome of this game potentially. Just a shame. Just absolutely a shame. 24 by Mathurin. He had 13 rebounds tonight. Mathurin laid it on the line tonight. TJ McConnell, 16 points tonight. Man, he's a stud. He played 28 minutes tonight. He's going to be like a 6th man of the year candidate for TJ McConnell. Next year, he could be 6th man of the year for TJ McConnell for him. 16 by Siakam, kind of an underwhelming game for him. I thought he would have got at least 20. And then 15 by Nembhard tonight. You guys, the legends. Warren, big shout out here. 52 months as a member. Bradley with 29 months. You guys, legends here on the stream. What a season indeed, everybody. Ogie, thanks so much. You guys, the legends here out here. Big shout out to Ogie for the membership gifts earlier on in the channel. You the legend, bud. I'm hoping to be back probably Friday night covering Caitlin Clark, the Indiana Fever. They take on the Dallas Wings. I'm gonna take off the draft nights from streaming. I think I've done those the last couple of years, and they've gone long. Like, they've gone to like midnight or so. So I'm probably gonna put the draft on in the background, work on some of my stuff or so. What an incredible season. They're going to announce the MVP for the NBA Finals. So I'll stay on for the MVP of the NBA Finals. Yeah, MVP is going to be SGA. He had a massive, massive season, massive finals. I mean, he is the MVP for a reason this year. Big time numbers. J-Dub was right behind. J-Dub had a huge game. He had 40 in Game 5. It's going to be SGA, though, as they present the trophy right now to the Thunder. This was 6 years in the making for OKC. Paul George trade back in the middle of July in 2019. And that changed the entire trajectory for the landscape to come for OKC. Yeah, I think we're looking at a pretty good year for the Patriots this year. There's some high expectations going in for the Patriots. My apologies for drop frames recently. We went through the whole second half without dropping frames, which was good. Yeah, that's impressive. The crew got that stage on within 5 minutes. Thunder get their trophy. Big congrats here to the Oklahoma City Thunder, the 2025 NBA champions. Alex Caruso, proven champion. Second chip for him, won the championship with the Lakers 5 years ago. Really was a big X factor in this playoffs. He had a couple 20-point games. I've got confirmation here on Twitter, according to NBA TV, that Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has been crowned NBA Finals MVP. So big congrats here out to Shai, the MVP of the league, MVP of the Western Conference Finals, and now crowned the MVP of the 2025 NBA Finals. Big, big shout out to SGA. Mark Daigneault wins the championship for Oklahoma City. What a season for this Thunder team. 68-14 in the regular season. It took the entire NBA by storm, as they were well ahead of everybody else in the league. It was not even close this year. Best team in the land by miles and miles and miles. Throughout the entire course of the league, they were 4 games ahead of the Cavs, who were the number 2 team in the regular season behind them, and then 7 games ahead of the Celtics. But in front of everybody else in the West, they had a 16-game advantage between them and the 2 seed Houston in the West going into the playoffs. OKC went 68-14, in the regular season. The number 2 team out in the West, Houston, had a record of 52-30. That is how far the Thunder were ahead compared to the rest of the West. And we saw it right from the jump. Game 1 of the NBA playoffs. They smoked the Memphis Grizzlies. They smashed them, and it wasn't even close. 131-80. And that's where everybody was like, yeah, might as well give the trophy for the Thunder right now, because they deserve it. They destroyed Memphis in Game 1. Game 2, destroyed them again, 118-99. Games 3 and 4 were much closer. They beat them twice by 6-2 to sweep the Grizzlies. SGA has been officially crowned NBA Finals MVP. So it has been confirmed. It is Shai Gilgeous-Alexander who wins the NBA Finals MVP. Second round is where they gained their experience. They went head-to-head, toe-for-toe, arm-for-arm against the Denver Nuggets. Got taken into a game number 7. And being in that home game in Game 7 really gave them a boost in this finals, I feel like, because they have that last game mentality for OKC. Our backs are against the wall. What can we do? We're the number 1 seed. We're in the second round. We got bounced down in the second round last year. Let's make sure it doesn't happen again. And OKC proved that lesson, where everybody was betting against them, going the Nuggets to be the more experienced team since they won the championship 2 years prior. OKC took it to them after trailing by 11 at one point in that Game 7 in the first quarter, breaking shot after shot after shot. OKC turned things around, and they ended up smashing Denver in Game 7, 125-93 to win in 7. After that, Minnesota was no match for them. They took care of the T-Wolves easily in 5 in that series in the conference finals. They racked up multiple steals in the series against Minnesota, where Minnesota had multiple games where they turned it over 20-plus times. They smashed Minnesota in games 1 and 2, 114-88, 118-103, before they were a no-show in Game 3, and they lost by 42. But it's how you respond for champions and how you bounce back. And I brought it up during that stream. The Golden State Warriors, 3 years ago, when they won the championship, they had lost Game 5 against Memphis. They were trailing by over 50 points against Memphis in Game 5. They bounced back, won the series in 6, eventually won the championship against Boston in 6 in 2022. It's how champions bounce back. The Thunder lost by 42 in Game 3 to Minnesota. They come out, they beat Minnesota in a back-and-forth game, 128-126, shutting down the door when it mattered the most in the final minutes left to go. And then they beat Minnesota once again in the closeout Game 5, 124-94, to take the series in 5. And then this series, they had their backs against the wall. They were down 0-1. They lost the first game against the Pacers. They had it completely stolen away from them after they were up by 18 points, blew the lead, and the Pacers won on the road at OKC in Game 1, 111-110. After that, they were down 1-2 in the series to start things off. And the winner of the NBA Finals that goes up 2-1 approximately wins the series 70% of the time. The Pacers are an outlier there, as they were up 2-1. They couldn't close it out. As the Thunder, down 1-2, picked up wins in games 4 and 5 to get themselves back up 3-2 before eventually being forced into the Game 7. And since they got that Game 7 experience, that really propelled them with their fans over the top and able to crown them NBA champions. We look back at this game, we look back at the entire playoffs, it's all about winning the turnover battle. The best team in steals per game did exactly that tonight. 23 turnovers by the Pacers, just 8 turnovers by OKC. 32-10 points off turnovers in favor of the Thunder tonight, which won them the game. And Oklahoma City outnumbered Indiana 14-6 in steals tonight in this game. A massive game. Yup, Caruso is huge. X factor indeed. 10 points by Caruso from the bench. He had 3 steals. He had 0 points during the last game. He had just 2 points in the previous 51 minutes. And tonight he scores 10. 10 points by Cason Wallace. He had 3 steals. SGA, NBA Finals MVP, 29 points, 12 assists, 2 blocks and a steal. Lou Dort with 3 steals. 20 points, 2 steals by J-Dub. Chet Holmgren being interviewed right now by ABC. He had 18 points alongside 8 rebounds and 5 blocks. This is just a total team that OKC had. And it might not be eye-popping in terms of points because SGA pours in a bunch of buckets and he drops down 30-point games left and right, 35, 40-point games. And then J-Dub scores 20, Holmgren scores 15, Caruso can give you 10. So it's not like the Pacers where they can put 6 guys in double figures, but it's based on the defense that they play. And this team, the Thunder, rack up steal after... Come on. Oh, there we go. Alex Caruso, 2-time NBA champion. My apologies about the drop frames. There. I'm hoping that it doesn't buffer because it keeps on dropping frames recently for me. So my apologies there for the drop frames. Looks like we're good. Much better right now. We're going to close out here to the channel members. You guys, the MVPs all throughout. And of course, even though the playoffs are done, the content still keeps on coming here on the channel. I'm probably going to take some time off. I'll probably be back for some time off. I'll probably be back for Caitlin Clark. Yep, the MVP is Mr. Tops. Here we go, channel members. Shout out here. Big shout out to Ogie for 5 new channel members. Big shout out to Ogie for 5 new channel members during the second half of this stream tonight. We got James Davis McAllister, Steven Ziegler, Joanne Meyer, James B, and Jason D. Here's all the channel members. We got Jason Meyer, James B, and Jason D. Here's all the channel members. We got Jason Bradley, Warren Kelly, I Am Ghost, the Naja Player, Asia, Ice Baby, Katie Ogie, SGA Sports Talk Channel, Lonely Satellite, Natural Nate, Ian, Michael, John, Norma, Jonathan, Guido, Mark, Jobo, Michigan Sports, Canabro, Mike, Greg, Vegas, Pringle, Fishing Up a Storm, Rye Dog, Woody, Sam, Jet Locket Productions, Flip the Script, Barco, Andre, Andrew, Know Yourself, Pat in the chat, William, the infamous Monty Mar, Kenneth, Bill, Carlos Geary, this guy, Ramiro, Illuminati Mafia, Krista, Isaac, Rondo, Will, Mr. Buttons, Joe, James, Steven, Joanne, James, and Jason. Thanks all for joining in. What a playoffs it has been. Congratulations out to the Oklahoma City Thunder. OKC wins the NBA championship in 7. 103-91 the final scores. The first ever franchise championship for the Thunder prior to relocation in Seattle. The Supersonics won the championship in 1979, but since 2008, since the Thunder have been an NBA franchise, they have never won the NBA championship to date until right here, right now. Congratulations for the first ever NBA franchise championship by the Oklahoma City Thunder, winning in 7 over the guys, the Real Legends MVPs out here to stream. Guys are awesome out here. Real Legends MVPs out on the channel. I'm going to see if I can sign off here in just a moment. Want to make sure that it's on like steady flow so I'm able to sign off, but really appreciate everybody. Going to sign off here in just a moment. Thanks so much all for joining in. What a season, everybody. And I'll see you guys back live. Hoping to be back live. WNBA, Caitlin Clark streams in the future if you'd like to come on board. And I'll see you guys back in the future. Thanks so much, everybody, for joining in. And enjoy the rest of your Sunday night.